ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Well, welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Premier Series Valorant Qualifier number 3, powered by Hell Energy Drink and brought to you by Josh Appa. I'm your Costa Rica FTW, and with me joining on the desk today would be Real CCV. And how exactly are you doing today? I know we have a long day lined up, and looks like all the audience is just here for that particular matches.
Absolutely. Looking at yesterday's games from the round of 16, one can be filled with sheer excitement. The mood is amazing, the atmosphere amazing, the teams are going to be great, the matches surely are going to be stunning. And for that reason as well, I'm really looking forward to today. And that's why just looking at the teams right now, in the ticker below as well, everyone can see most likely a lot of favorite teams are going to be playing today. Amazing matches will be played today, maps, no matter what maps will be played, just because of the teams, just because of the players, it's going to be amazing. But before we jump into today's schedule, let's bring up the tournament format so we can get everyone up to date on how exactly these qualifiers are played for all of the teams. So we started with phase 1, and as a matter of fact, we are heading into the end of phase 1 with today and tomorrow. All the matches here, best of 1. We started off with 64 teams, and over the course of the initial 3 days, we ended our round of 64. Half of the teams got eliminated. We then moved on to round of 32. Guess what? 3 more days, 3 games each day on stream. Best of 1s yet again. Half of the teams got eliminated once again. And now we are currently in the round of 16s, where we will be seeing the one final stage these teams have to endure. The one final best of 1 these teams have to play before only 8 survive. And then they'll be moving on to the round of 8s, where it will be best of 3s. So the teams will have a little more chance to prove themselves. They'll have second chances. If they lose the first map, they can still win the match in total, and they can still move on to the semi-finals, because that's where the real games begin. That's where the real matches happen. Best of 5s all around. We have the semi-finals. If you win in the semi-final, well, congratulations. You secure a cash prize at least of 30,000 for yourself. You move on to the grand finals. If you lose in the semi-finals, you still can play in the consolation match, another best of 5, where if you win that consolation match, you'll be winning a cash prize of 20,000. But of course, the 2 teams winning the semi-finals in the final, the grand final, best of 5, they'll be playing for a cash prize of 50,000, and for the spot in the LAN finale taking place in December. So yet again, we have 16 teams at the moment, and they are all fighting for one thing.
Yes, definitely everybody, all 64 teams, we have come down to the top 16 teams, and yet it is so hard to be judging which team has the deserve right to actually be working with that champion as champions, and that too, securing a place in a LAN spot, especially for Valorant, it's going to be a tough one. And to be honest, I feel like it's the first Valorant event, LAN event, that's going to be ever happening in India, I would say. So there's a lot of competition for it, as we have 3 interesting matches. But before we even go down to which are going to be the teams, before we reveal today's schedule, I want to have a quick recap of yesterday's games. Yesterday, we did have all the 3 games as a top 1. We had a lengthy day, starting off with True Ripper Esports versus D2D, where True Ripper Esports absolutely put a very beautiful fight, but I guess that's not enough, as D2D, they walked away with the win. Second match, we had ALC versus ROG Academy. To my surprise, the beginning was really good for ALC, but I guess not the end, as ROG walked away with the victory again. And the last match, I think the last match was a little subtle compared to the first two matches we had, because Enigma Gaming, they put down an entire show against Weird Esports. They lost first six rounds, but the next 12 rounds went into their favor, and of course Enigma took away the win with 13-7. With that set and done, yesterday's schedule was looking really good. And absolutely, I wanted to talk more about yesterday's games, where if you noticed yesterday, teams which gave away the initial rounds are the teams who actually walked away with the victory yesterday. We saw True Ripper Esports, D2D Esports, that did not get the initial rounds. True Ripper Esports did get, but end of the day, D2D carried away with the win, and we absolutely saw Enigma Gaming losing 6 rounds against Feared Esports. And I was like, I almost had a mild heart attack, to be honest. I literally had a mild heart attack. I was saying, like, what is happening? Why is exactly Enigma Gaming losing to them? And the second match, ALC versus ROG, where ROG, I think they gave 4 rounds away to ALC, and they started getting those rounds. It was really a close match. I had my 10. I had a lot of tension in me, because 11-13, just a difference of 1 round. And I still remember the last round where they actually went for the defuse, even the two players were alive. So ALC, I think that's 1 round you'll remember for your entire lifetime, when you know it's 11-12 and you wanted to make it to an overtime, and unfortunately they stuck the defuse, and it just happened, guys. So yesterday was a really good set of matches, I would say, but we had more interesting matches today. I think we have our schedule for today ready, and CCV, I want you to walk through it, because you know you're the master of the analyzing matches. Well, looks
Yeah,
like
no,
I got a
yeah,
competition.
now we'll bring up this schedule in just a minute, but yeah, yesterday's games, they were amazing. And I think the point you were mentioning about the teams who were giving away a few of the rounds, just again to further emphasize on that point, I guess one of the reasons could be that the teams, while they were losing the initial rounds, I guess they could maybe be really studying their opponents, studying their best strategies, that okay, we lost this round because of XYZ reasons, because of ABC reasons. Perhaps they're pushing quite aggressively towards mid, perhaps we need to stop their executions, etc., etc. And that's why, yes, they lost the early round. However, it was mainly because they didn't know what to expect. Many of these teams, True Rippers, ALC, all of them, we've seen them a little bit, but we haven't seen them enough to get a really comprehensive guide on how they play, how they perform, unlike the guide what we can know about global and all that. So for that reason, their opponents, they would have expected anything. They lost a few rounds, but at the end of the day, they came back stronger, they won, and now it's a matter of who is going to be their opponents. And for that reason, now let's bring up the schedule for today. We've got some big name teams participating, teams who we have already seen in this tournament and many other tournaments. We'll be starting off our day with Velocity Gaming. Yet again, the roster changes here. I expect the fans of Velocity Gaming to be here as well. Already Velocity today itself, they just finished playing a best of 3. They end up winning that, so morale will be high at the boot camp. They'll be in good moods, and they'll be paired up against Black Bulls, who have played quite a few matches. We'll talk about Black Bulls later on, but unfortunately in qualifier number 3, their matches haven't been broadcasted just yet. But yeah, regardless, our next team is going to be Samurai Esports. Yet again, Samurai also looking very, very strong. Not a major chance that Team Miracle especially, they'll need a miracle to help themselves survive, but I have a bit of faith in them. They've shown good performances as well. And then we end our day with two teams who are on the rise, two teams who have been playing brilliantly, and that's going to be our final appetizer of the night, our final main course of the night, with FORCEONE Esports and Rebellious Gaming. So I really am excited for today. Today's matches, they are going to be an ascending hopes of tension. We start off with Velocity Gaming, arguably one of the best teams in India. So Black Bulls, they'll have a difficult time overcoming them. If they do, well then all right. We then move on to Samurai Esports, who are quite known, but then again their opponents can give them a bit of a pushback. If it happens, well, it happens. And then finally we have Rebellious versus FORCEONE, where anything can happen, but community favor will be in the favor of FORCEONE. But then again, anything can happen. I really am excited to see the big name teams. I am also excited to see the underdog teams perform as well, just like what happened yesterday.
Yes. Yesterday, it was quite unexpected watching those teams actually bring out a really good fight. But today, I guess we know most of the teams, how they play. We absolutely saw all the three teams play constantly back to back to every single tournament. we see almost FORCEONE, Samurai, Velocity facing off each other in every single tournament. And it's lucky how all the three are on the same day schedule, but they're not facing off each other. So I mean, imagine if Samurai was facing off a Velocity, what a game would it be? Like the entire audience would go crazy for that real one match. And imagine if Samurai was facing off a FORCEONE, I think the synergy would be the same. But I'm happy that we have all the three teams, so we have different matches against different opponents, which should give all the audience, more and more suspense of what is going to happen in round of 8. Because imagine you have all the top tier teams just sitting next to each other, but not facing off each other. So I guess that's going to be interesting. And I guess the map call out has been arrived. The map is going to be Ascent, starting the day off with Ascent. It's quite giving me deja vu vibes like yesterday. But yeah, let's quickly jump into the draft screen and see what has Velocity Gaming has to look out for. And so absolutely Black Bulls. I've been hearing a lot about Black Bulls, and a lot of audience in the chat is actually supporting them. So I'm excited. It's my first time casting Black Bulls, and I hope that they do really well. As Velocity Gaming, talking about them, I feel like MW1 will be playing back in the roster again, like we did in the last game. Or maybe Mazen might be replacing. Yeah, there you go.
Nice
MW1
there.
is playing, and he will be locking up into Jet. We have Hellfast Astra, we have Right to Way Sova, we have with Bird as Killjoy, Amaterasu as Phoenix, and Black Bulls. What are your thoughts on Black Bulls picks? They picked up an Omen, which is like quite an old. Oh wait, they have an initiator as Sky. Now that is
Yeah,
some
it's
meta that I haven't seen in a while.
It's a bit of European pick. However, the agents are a bit weird. Exactly. Even EU picks,
Yeah.
Sova is like really the preferred initiator. It goes Sova, Breach, and then Sky when it comes to the pick rates of the initiators. But yeah, Sky being picked, quite interesting. More so even Omen as well. But I'm interested to see what they can pull off with this setup. They've got a Sage as well, two Sentinels on their side. But let's jump into the game because I am excited to see Black Bulls. I was mentioning Velocity Gaming played a best of 3 today, but they didn't play the map of Ascent. They played it like a few days ago against Global Esports, and they lost badly back then. So yeah, they played it like 4 days ago, and they lost 13-2 on this map, even though it was their own pick. So Velocity, they've got to be careful about, let's hope that they've learned from their mistakes. Let's hope that they make sure they don't commit any mistakes, because right now Ascent is one of their strongest maps when it comes to their win rate. More so on the side they're starting on. On defense, Velocity, like statistically, they have like a 62% win rate, which puts Black Bulls at a disadvantage. However, now we are seeing the execute happen. The Boombot goes there. The Astra Nebula is present. You can look at MW1. Oh, his location is now known. The spike right there, and he cannot land his shots. That's the first kill. Going in favor of Light. Black Bulls currently with the man advantage.
It's like the man advantage is not in the favor of Velocity Gaming, and to my surprise, losing the first pick. That's something I was really expecting. But don't worry, Black Bulls, their name. Look at the aggression. Every time I say Black Bulls, there's a way to say it. I can't just go ahead and say Black Bulls. But yeah, it looks like this guy's flash will be coming over to his play bomb side, and Amaterasu gets one, and so does immediate trades, and right to as he grabs himself a double, and right to ace. I am pretty sure that he's looking for something more interesting in Lights. You are out of the range, mate. Yep, he comes into the range. He has been a 2v2 situation right now, and if a Velocity Gaming somehow manages to get this down against them, I would not be surprised. Right to ace goes ahead and grabs a quad in the first round itself, putting the first round into the favor of Velocity Gaming. But I would say that was a very good try from Black Bulls. They put down 3 kills down. Yeah. And yet having an Omen and Sky, different agents with absolutely a single duelist setup, which is changing my mind right now. Like I haven't seen any roster experimenting new things like this, and I guess I would seriously stand out for Black Bulls regarding in agent pick. You really need to have those guts to be picking up such kind of agents.
Especially against Velocity Gaming more so. But right now, again, MW1, he's being really aggressive, just like the previous round, and it might have just cost him his life. Down to like 25 HP was linked by the Classic, as Vanilla Mouse as well picks up Vanilla Moose, picks up 1 kill onto Webho, looking for more. Hellfighter in the meanwhile, yes, he gets 1 kill, but I'm not understanding this aggression from Velocity Gaming. Even look at Hellfighter and Amaterasu right now. Yes, they have better guns, but they're putting themselves in scenarios out of which they cannot really escape. Amaterasu got 1 kill.
One enemy remaining.
thanks to his hot hands, he gets the kill, and of course, you have Right to his present. Nothing can go wrong. You can really put faith in him. He is the captain after all, and he calls the shots, he fires the shots, and he gets the kills. But yeah, only one thing I'm not understanding is MW1 and just his aggressiveness overall. In the past 2 rounds, he had a ghost, and he was just pushing angles where he really didn't need to. And I feel like if that keeps on happening, Black Bulls can take advantage of that. For example, in the pistol round, MW1 pushed up catwalk, he died. Well, now the attackers can push up catwalk and try to pressurize the defenders from there, since one of the defenders from that specific position is gone. But well, we'll see, we'll wait and watch how round 3 plays out. MW1 in this case not being that aggressive, since he has a very expensive operator in his hand.
Yeah, I mean MW1. I see these Jets, man. These Jets, everybody has the gut to pick up an operator in the 3rd round, and I just don't know if they lose this. They know the entire economy is going to be in a huge problem, and it looks like this guy going into the shot is going to take a lot of position over there. Amaterasu has a flash in his hand, and he's putting that curveball. Once the players already spotted out, Amaterasu gets it double, and he's now looking for a triple. Trust me, one more flash. When Amaterasu pushes down over to his shot, he gets the triple, and now he's looking for an ace. Both the players are standing over to, one of them is standing over towards outside of main, and one of them is standing over towards the mid. And I guess Amaterasu is looking for more kills. BC unfortunately gets a kill, and that's Light's getting another one. Looks like Amaterasu is after all destined to get that ace. What do you think? I mean, Amaterasu not going ahead and showing aggression of this. This despite says something. MW1 has already been operator, he's squatting out of men, and there you go. Eventually MW1 will be taking him down, and look at the small little celebration that MW1 is so happy about getting that kill. But Amaterasu will be surely pissed off, man. He could have got that ace.
Yeah, Right Away's got a 4K in the first round, Amaterasu the 4K right now. So yeah, the individual performances of Velocity are there. Just once or twice, I guess they got a little over-aggressive. This was again good utility usage. The curveball was really nice, and the follow-up curveball as well. So this was extremely good economical rating, and also good utility usage. We see the replay, all of the kills beautifully as clear as crystal. As right now, Velocity Gaming are looking to deal more damage. You can see yet again, one of their players has pushed up. That's going to be Hellfighter in the Astra. Yes, the gravity well was there, but now Hellfighter, oh, he almost got tagged in the process. He still picks up a kill. So this 50 round from the side of Black Bulls, this may just cause them, yeah, another loss. They've got Sheriffs and Ghosts in hand. Hellfighter is going to be capitalizing on that. That's the first. Looking for more against the Sheriff. Okay, one is present as well, and yeah, a near team ace, so flawless round again. Calm things for Velocity Gaming, nothing too out of the ordinary, simple, concise Valorant, and it is netting them rounds. It's now up to Black Bulls to, you know, yet again showcase themselves, because in the previous pistol round, it was Amaterasu's hero play using the curveballs, which granted him 4 kills. And now something similar may happen, so that's why Black Bulls, they really have to figure out how to refrag their teammates as soon as possible, and to potentially get the operator off the board as well as quickly as possible.
Yep. Well, looks like Right to Ace is sitting down on the top. I'm surprised looking him at with the 8 kills and absolutely 0 deaths. I'm the man is the name of the word, and looks like Amaterasu hasn't really given attention, but it was just his ultimate, so Weber will be taking away that kill immediately, putting it down to a 4v3 situation. And there is actually a comical movement going in the chat right now, so I misspelled, but I'm not going to say it again. I'm surely happy the fact that MW1 is pulled up an operator, and he knows where exactly the spike is dropped. But why is Black Bulls even trying to, you know, execute a bomb site? Ouch. And Right to Ace, oh my god, his reveals are just way too crazy. Everybody gets spotted over there, and once the vision goes down, I think it's going to be Hellfighter who pushes down and gets taken down, unfortunately. Yeah, both the Killjoy and Sage go towards the B main, and Sage is trying to get the resurrection done, and once she's done, a lot of gunplay will be happening over the B main. And unfortunately, MW1 will be getting the double kill, almost the 3rd one, but Amaterasu came in from the flank. That is the 5th round on board for Velocity Gaming. GG, well played. Velocity Gaming, they are giving away rounds for Black Bulls, like almost, they're bringing it down to, like, you know, a 3v3 or maybe a 2v3, 2v2, but the round, it's getting stealed by Velocity. It looks like they're giving hope, but they're stealing it away in the next second.
Yeah, it's almost as if Velocity are just trying to go for kills. Hellfighter as well, especially towards B main. For like the past 2 rounds, we've seen him just push and push. Even right now, to an extent, him alongside Vibho, I think they'll be trying to peek wide. As towards mid as well, you can see MW1 just pushing with an operator towards mid. He goes towards catwalk, and now he falls back. But remember moves exactly. Hellfighter, he gets the opening kill. MW1 is there for the frag, and Amaterasu peeks wide but loses his life. Vibho is present as well. He's not moving away from that position. He gets 1, he gets 2, but his bullets get none in the magazine. As Light,
One enemy
just
remaining.
for now, as MW1 is present right there. The spike with Raze, however, Dark Samurai, he has a lot of work to do. In a 1v2, he may just get 1 kill, like he may get right to it, but no, okay, now his location is known, and this may be a mistake. Oh no, he's right by, okay, he was right by the door, right to his side. He had complete knowledge of where the race was. But another round for Velocity Gaming, and yet again, surely Velocity Gaming can get frags. I mean, just look at right to ace, a KD of 10 right now. MW1 has died only once, but the thing is, they're just giving away free kills early on, which I'm not understanding why is that. Again, this is not complete criticism like they're playing badly. I mean, they're leading 6-0. It's not like they're playing badly at all. It's just, I'm not completely understanding why they're being so aggressive on defense.
Well, really try. I think both of them, Weber is absolutely doing a good job. I mean, we know Weber. He is very good at holding up a bomb site all by himself, and now he's set up over towards the A bomb side. And looks like I need to learn a lot from Weber. Actually, I'm a sentinel player too. So maybe I get to learn a lot as the lockdown will be coming through. That was actually a very bad lockdown, to be honest, talking about. And it looks like we have a counter lockdown coming in, and if any of the attackers dare to take a peek, they know the turret would be spotting them out, and looks like with the paint shield coming down, they are trying to actually counter the lockdown, but unfortunately that's not the case over here. We also have the Seekers ready, and when Yearlong puts out the Seekers, we are all going to have rush coming in, and I guess the showstopper Ripper might be going down, but that did not happen. Escape gets taken out. Hellfighter gets himself a double over there and triple, and Hellfighter might be getting a quad, but unfortunately no click immediately took him down. That's a light unclick left in a 1 versus 2 situation right now. Sorry, 2 versus 2 situation. It looks like Velocity Gaming, they have both the players alive. But did you notice for a fact the click only has a Spectre in his hand? Do you think putting out a Spectre fight against Velocity Gaming, 37 HP, and putting a fight with Spectre against Velocity, that's not a joke.
I think the main thing will be Light should be looking for a refrag, but with such little time remaining, I think this round has gone out of the hands of Black Bull as well. And there was a lot happening in this round, which I'll talk about later. But Amaterasu, he has been killed by Click. Okay, nice performance. This Spectre may just be put to use after all, as it's all left down to right to ace. Now, either it's going to be another right to clutch, or we will be seeing for the first time in this match where right to ace succumbs to his death. He'll be catching Click. That's the first kill. Looking for more against him is going to be holding the angle, and right to ace. Oh, he wins that gunfight. Yet another 1v2 clutch. Stands up to his name, lives up to the expectations, and well wins the round. And I gotta say, this looked like a nice round for Black Bulls. The Killjoy lockdown, I mean, like you mentioned, I think its purpose was to provide for a fake. Because the reason I think it was a fake was, you look at where the spike was dropped. It was dropped all the way at like A lobby, near those tables and chairs at the restaurant and all that. But then no one picked the spike, and then the Sky Seekers went out. So I was like, okay, they are still selling the fake. They are going to fall back. But then they didn't fall back. They committed to the push without the spike, and they weren't able to push into the site. I was really not sure what the strategy was from Black Bulls. They had the spike dropped. I thought they were going for a fake, but then the Seekers went out and they tried to go for kills, and then they fell back. I honestly, I was a bit confused what was going on there. But right now, Hellfighter takes one duel. Vibho is looking for another kill, but no, it's going to be Hellfighter, the only person from the side of Velocity Gaming who's gotten 2 kills right now. And yet again, the flank is on board. Amaterasu is looking for more. He wins that duel. There goes the curveball. There goes the wide peak.
Oh my God,
but he had the knife in his hand.
One enemy remaining.
Something is definitely wrong with him. And I guess what's more wrong is that MW1 picking up that Phantom. He was an operator. He must have. He should have stick to the operator. You know, once these Jet players pick out a Vandal or a Phantom, it's just a clean squill. And look at Amaterasu over here. This was absolutely something funny that I am pretty sure it will go down in the highlights. And look at MW1. Yeah, absolutely has no mercy over towards Black Bulls. That is 8-0, a clean sweep again in the previous round. Well, I feel like Black Bulls, they have opportunity. They definitely do have the potential to be putting a fight against Velocity. Yes, maybe the economy isn't working really for them. But a beautiful trade coming in.
Yep, that's a nice trade. And Amaterasu yet again, he's choosing to peek wide. No, he goes back
You
into
will
the cover
not
corner.
kill my
Holding an
ally.
angle, the resurrection is there. He's just waiting for the nebula to disappear. And this can grant him 1, maybe 2, 3 kills. Who knows? So yeah, the nebula is gone. There goes the nanostorm. Then oh, he has no choice but to peek wide. Click was expecting that this was a nice play. But Hellfighter is also there. The attackers, they may have fallen back. However, the flank watch was already present, at least to an extent, from MW1. And now Velocity Gaming, now they have to think over what's going on, because the site is going to be B, the Trailblazer already goes through, the Cosmic Divide is present as well, in this case from Hellfighter. And it was a Cosmic Divide that, I mean, unintentionally I believe cut off the B bomb site, but yeah, VZ with this skill on to right to ace, well first of all right to ace, after 9 rounds he has died for the first time, and now Hellfighter is left in this 1v4, which I don't think he'll be winning. So Velocity Gaming, finally, their over-aggressiveness leads to them paying the price of a round loss. And I think this may be an example that, you know, on defense Velocity shouldn't be completely aggressive. A bit of passiveness would help them. As Hellfighter, yeah, he got 1 kill, but the Sage is right next to him, holding that angle. I believe with the Sheriff, that's going to be... Oh, he has been spotted. Hellfighter still gets the kill, but that is all he's going to be getting. Black Bulls finally get their first round in a thrifty of all things. So all gun rounds, they haven't been getting wins, but when it came to a thrifty, they won. They defeated Velocity Gaming. Hopefully this is one of many rounds they'll end up winning, and hopefully this is a streak of a comeback and possibly a fierce and close match.
Well, looks like Black Bulls, after finally getting their first round on board, they might be having that their confidence back. Well, I'm quite not sure about it. Looks like it's about to be a B hit where... yeah, it's actually going to be a B hit where we have 3 players pushing over towards the A main, looking for some frags, but unfortunately there is Lights over towards top mid, who absolutely has no idea that there are 2 players pushing him ahead, and there will be a counter where Ripper might be getting the kill, and there you go, he absolutely does. Fortune teller Alika. I should change my name. Vibo gets a double, gets traded, and now that is a beautiful trade coming in from Black Bulls. I really love the way how they keep up their confidence up. MW1 gets 1. And why are they looking at MW1 with a Phantom in his hand? I absolutely don't get. And I guess that flash did work for Velocity, to be honest, not for Black Bulls, which let them get away the 2 double kills quickly, which leads it down to 9th round on board, where we can see that Black Bulls, they absolutely are getting shut down on their economy, but I guess they still have money. They still have creds to be buying stuff. We have a 2 Spectre and a triple rifle buy. And as we speak about Velocity Gaming, we still have right to ace with a 13 kills of 1 death. Excuse me, right to ace. He's just having a very good aim day, to be honest.
Exactly, and if he doesn't die anymore, I'm pretty sure he's going to be beating the highest KD of the tournament. For now, I think for this qualifier, at the moment I think it's 8, won by one of the players. But again, right now let's talk about MW1. He has gotten a lot of kills, he has died a few times as well. There goes the showstopper, but he ends it preemptively as he gets a second, that's the third. He's pushing in fourth, dashes back, switches to the frenzy. Oh, he's looking for the 4th. Oh no, he's blindsided,
One enemy
but he
remaining.
can't land the shots. My god. All left to click. That was insane. MW1.
Last round before
I don't
the
know what
switch.
happened there. He had the Phantom in hand. As soon as he got the frenzy, I think, yeah, no, he's best on the operator. But again, all jokes aside, another well-won round for Velocity Gaming. They dealt with the full buy or the force buy of Black Bulls quite nicely, especially these 2 initial kills from MW1. And that's exactly the major reason why Velocity are winning. It's the fact that they are getting kills. Look at the top 2 fraggers for Black Bulls. You have Click with 7 and you have VZ with 6. Combined, they get 13 kills. The top frag of Velocity, right to ace, all by himself has 14.
Yeah, I think that's still a kill more, I would say, and I guess Hellfighter have already been spotted out over here in Martin, and he'll be getting shut down in no time with the wall going down. It's going to be a very fast execute coming in from Blackbirds, and the flashes are really working out, but right to Ace is gonna put a stop sign over towards Market over there. He gets the spike drop down, and okay, wait, absolutely in 10 seconds, all I see is just one player standing down. That is the KJ. He got spotted out, and Amatras is going to put down the flash, and another one, and now everybody is trying to bully that 4-click. He's getting hit by Hunter's Fury, he's getting hit by flashes, he's getting hit by Phantom. That poor fellow, he just had to stand in a corner and just face everything. But that was the end of the first half. Unfortunately, 11 rounds for Velocity Gaming and 1 for Black Bulls.
Yep. Again, Velocity, now they go on the attack. So a bit of, I mean, okay, no, no matter what I'm saying, no one can take their eyes off 17 kills and one death of right to Ace on our screens right now. Click as well as a sentinel, you know, we have seen a lot of top frags, you know, even Vibho from the side of Velocity Gaming quite a few times he ends up being at the top of the table as well. But yeah, he's doing a good performance. Unfortunately, as a combined effort, Black Bulls cannot achieve much compared to what Velocity are doing. You know, whether it be strategically, whether it be, I mean, in my eyes, it's more or less coming down to frags and coming down to kills. Velocity just started winning those as Amaterasu looks to push up, but he loses his life in the process. NW1 as well. This goes into the bomb site, trying to land a kill on 9 HP. He needs to hit the head. Now, he's infiltrating towards C team. Not going to be happening anytime soon. One Killjoy kills another. Vibho with the frag to make sure Velocity, you know, they equalize the man count. It stays at a 3v3. As the retake is here from Black Bulls, they're holding nice angles, pushing in towards the bomb site. They have a bit of utility, but yeah, more or less it's going to come down to the gunfights. As again, Vibho, a triple kill for him, with possibly more. He's still peeking wide. That's the fourth for Van Lamoose, and this may just be the ace for Vibho, or at least for Sterix as well. And there it is, another headshot, another ace. I was just talking about this, that even as a sentinel, Vibho puts up a lot of, you know, a lot of essentially round-winning clutches and a lot of top-of-the-table performances. And the main thing is, Elika, we are going into the final round. If right to ace doesn't die here, he'll have a KD of probably 17-18, which again 17-18. Okay, I really need to see this happen. I hope he doesn't die. This is the first time I'm really hoping someone doesn't die in this round, at all in Valorant essentially.
Yeah. But looks like Black Bulls, they have something else to depict, although with Velocity Gaming looks like they're just gonna press that W so hard, and Fighter has got his stars ready. We have Marshall staying from a place, and right to gets one, MW1 gets one, and that's a clear entry over towards the A-bomb side. MW1 is flashed, and I guess Hellfighter will be coming in for the rescue. Amaterasu is trying to get that one damn shot connected, and he's slipping so badly. But yeah, don't worry, who gets that kill? And Weber just comes and stares at the body. He's like, okay, Amaterasu, calm down.
Settle.
And here we are. Velocity Gaming will definitely take away that win. 13-1, 13-0, still a dream. But don't worry, guys. Velocity are the winners for the first match of the day. And looks like that was actually a quick one. That was the quickest match I ever actually casted, I guess.
I don't know. I just want to see the MVP screen, you know, once we load that again. Beautiful graphics, beautiful numbers. Because 13-1 may be the score, but I think 18-1 was right to Ace's score. I can't wait for it. I'm really excited. I am excited more than watching the game, more than watching the headshots and all the kills. 18-1. But okay, in all seriousness, Velocity Gaming, another well-won round and another well-won game from their side. You know, they'll be moving on to the round of 8. So far, they've been having a good journey so far. You know, they've played 2 matches. Both of them have been quite one-sided. You know, first a 13-2 against 7 Sins, now a 13-1 against Black Bulls. And yeah, Velocity Gaming, I think the next thing will be once we go into the sorry, once we go into the best of threes, and against whichever team they'll be competing, no matter who they are, that's where Velocity Gaming will get some sort of competition, because yet again, the strengths of the teams are being more equally matched as we head on into the brackets. At the round of 64s, you can have the best team in the world against people who are just up and coming, just learning the game. But as we progress further and further, every single one of them, they're going to be more equally matched, and that's why I'm really looking forward to the round of 8 and seeing how exactly will Velocity Gaming perform. Because yes, they are one of the best teams in South Asia, and yeah, with that being said, they have a lot of reputation, they have a lot attached to that name, so they need to keep on delivering just like what they were doing right now. Stunning performances, stunning kills all around. Just my one piece of observation would be they were being a bit too aggressive on their defense. Perhaps they were looking for these kills, perhaps they were looking to shot it very, very early on, but no matter what it was, it backfired a few of the times. But still, yeah, a good performance overall.
A very good performance coming in from Velocity. And speaking about Black Bulls, I feel like Black Bulls, they really have a long way to go. I mean, if they have to carry home with their disheartened hearts, I would definitely say no. Please take the experience with you. You faced one of the best teams in Southeast Asia. It's not only just about India, right? So don't feel very low. You guys can go ahead and practice, because they'll have one more qualifier. You made it to the round of 16. I guess that's a good job. Maybe next time you'll make it to the semi-finale. Who knows? So Black Bulls, go home, practice, take some time off, and I guess you'll get your head right. As we already have the MVP screen ready, I'm pretty sure it's going to be right to ace. Well, I really have to think twice before I say right to ace right now. And there you go. That is my boy with 18 kills. No, that is actually 18 kills and 18 KD with only 1 death, 300 average comeback score. What did I literally just witness? I think that's the highest I've ever seen in Esports Premier Series.
Yeah, in Esports, exactly. Oh my god. I think this one screenshot is going to be like my desktop wallpaper, possibly the desktop wallpaper of Right to Ace as well. Every day I wake up, every day I boot my computer, I'll be looking at 18 KD and I'll be like, okay, one day I have to reach this. But I don't think anyone can except for Right to Ace himself. He deserves all the credit. Stunning performance all round from him. Absolutely love to see all of the kills. And even from other members of Velocity Gaming. Of course, we have just talked about him, but keep in mind, Amaterasu, Hellfighter, MW1 Vibho, just again, very, very consistent performance. You look at all of the kills that the other 4 people have, and it's all the same 12 kills, 14 kills, again, very consistent, very smooth all round. Whereas for the side of Black Bulls, yeah, they struggled a bit. Click tried his best alongside V's, but I think this single duelist composition wasn't the best for their side, especially considering they were starting on attack compared to Velocity Gaming, who brought out a double duelist, North American composition, even though they were defending first. But yeah, I guess Black Bulls a little bit to learn from their side, and a lot of kills to be gotten as well. Perhaps hopefully we'll see them in qualifier number 4. They had a good journey right now. Their earlier 2 games before they got matched up against Velocity Gaming, both of those 2 games were like 13-1s. They absolutely stormed their previous opponents. But right now, unfortunately, yeah, they lost against Velocity Gaming. But yeah, like you mentioned, don't be disheartened. Just make sure, you prepare, make sure, you get a hell energy drink, keep you energized, put in those practice sessions, put in those hours in the game. And in the meanwhile, we'll be taking a very, very small break. Stay tuned, keep watching. We'll be right back with match number 2.
होश ये है जोश ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trends. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Welcome back everyone to Esports Premier Series presented by Josha, powered by Hell Energy Drink. This is of course qualifier number 3 for Valorant, out of which it is the round of 16. In total, play day number 7. We've already gone through one of our matches, which was, Velocity Gaming up against Black Bulls. And now on our screens is going to be, Samurai Esports, another very well-known team, another team who are, one of the top dogs. And then they'll be paid off against Team Miracles, who have been having a good journey so far, but the same thing that applied to Black Bulls applies to Miracles. They are against a big shot team, and well, they have to prove their worth right now.
Yes. Well, Samurai Sports, it's going to be a banger match, I would say, because they are back in the action after a really long time. After their recent roster changes, unfortunately, they had to forfeit against Fufu Esports in qualifier number 2, and now they are back in qualifier number 3. I guess they're back stronger right now with their mindset, mentality, and everything calm in their hands. And I really want them to put quite a show, because all the audience, the entire chat is going crazy for Samurai Esports, because they are one of the top teams who have been performing in very less tournaments right now, like who have been playing playing a lot of less tournaments. Maybe they're just giving a lot of time to practice. They're grinding, to defeat top teams like Global Esports, Velocity Gaming, and upcoming we have a lot of other teams as well. Especially speaking about FORCEONE, of course. FORCEONE, they have made it to the round of 16, and I'm actually wanting them to be going forward and do it to a round of 8. And also we have a FORCEONE Esports match today. That's quite going to be the third match of the day. So, what are your thoughts on Samurai Esports after Excali being added? And now, I guess the roster is going to be more stronger. Especially, I really missed Blackhawk playing the Astra. Blackhawk was the first guy to ever pick Astra when Astra got released. In qualifier number 2, we had very less Astras, and Blackhawk was the only guy who had that guts to pick down Astra and yet perform the entire game. So, I've always been a huge fan of Blackhawk from the beginning. It's going to be nice seeing him back right now in the action. And what do you feel, CCV? I'm pretty sure that you've got your analysis ready for Samurai Esports. I really want to know if they
Yeah.
played any previous games apart from EPS.
They did. Yes, I mean, today only, I think in the afternoon, they played a best of 3. Unfortunately, my memory isn't completely good. I don't remember what the final score was. I am sure they ended up winning. And but the thing is, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, more importantly, the map right now, the best of one that they'll be playing is going to be Bind. And that's quite interesting because they played Bind yesterday against Godlike Esports. Again, one of the best teams in South Asia right now. It went to double overtime and Samurai ended up defeating them 15-13. So recently, Samurai Esports, they've had a bit of tough luck right here. Tough luck as in the sense a very tough fight, but they still had the luck to win that game, and of course their own performances as well, not just the luck. So for that reason, of course, I mean, again, the Samurai Esports, a lot of members will be supporting them. They'll have the community support as well. It is up to Team Miracles to show up to the table. Just unfortunately, what Black Bulls weren't able to do, Team Miracles can achieve right now. Looking at the games of Team Miracles so far that they've played in qualifier number 3. Yeah, their games have also been quite one-sided. They played it against, LTR Esports. They played it against Drip Gang, 13 3s, 13 4s. But then again, this is the same thing that I talked about against Black Bulls. Black Bulls, their previous 2 games were 13 1s, even more extreme. So it's not about the past performances. The problem is they're against a very good team, and beating them is really going to be a David and Goliath battle. So that's the major problem. Can the members of Team Miracles overcome it? Well, it's only up to them to decide, and it's only up to their performance to decide. But the map is going to be Bind. We've seen it a million times. I know you'll have some opinion about Bind. It's one of your, if not your favorite map. So what do you think in general about the agent compositions? Are we going to see something different, or is it going to be the standard North American composition?
Well, North American composition, I'm not really expecting, but we have seen a lot of teams play the double controller setup. I think yesterday it was ROG Academy who pulled out the double controller, if I'm not wrong, against ALC, and they absolutely succeeded in getting that win away. I mean, having no Sentinel is a harm, and looks like Samurai Esports is sticking in for the same lineup. As I said, double controller setup. There you go. We have a Viper and Astra Blackhawk. Oh my god, it finally feels so good to see Blackhawk back in the action. And I guess Excalibur will be picking up the race. And there you go. That's pretty much what I expected it to be. But to my surprise, Reyna is being played a lot of times in the map of Bind because us putting down the Omen gives leaves us with no flashes. So Reyna is going to be that important one, and Sai picking up Reyna is going to be quite hell of a match. And speaking about Team Miracles, they're going to be starting off with the attackers, and they have a Sentinel, which can be quite very helpful, which can be quite handy when they come down to defenders. But I guess in attacking, yeah, once again, if you are getting the plan done and if you're looking for a retake, then Sentinel can be one of the best agents. As I said, North American composition, I think Bind has been habituated to be picking up as a double controller setup right now. And maybe with the firepower advantage, Samurai Esports can be winning out the match with the double controllers. When you have controllers in your hands in the defenders, you can completely block them off from pushing. You can smoke them. Even if they try to push the smoke, they absolutely have no idea where they're going and where their aim is exactly going to be. And that slight advantage is enough for the team to be getting all the advantage. Well, let's have a look at the rest of the players from Team Rackets. We have Airhead, Ludra is a really good player, by the way, and we have NV2K playing as the Jet. So it's a double really setup from both of the teams. And looks like nothing has changed except the fact that we have a double controller from Samurai and a Sentinel from Miracles. Well, starting off at defenders, do you think Samurai Esports can be vulnerable to break the attack of Miracles?
I think because of the fact that they have double controllers, I think they may be able to deal with the attack. However, it is going to come down to Excali and Sai to put up a lot of those kills. Because they don't have sentinels, first of all, the primary method to slow down the attackers is going to be the gravity wells, is going to be the snake bite of Astra and Viper respectively. But other than that, you need to put up kills on board. This is what we see when Velocity Gaming played against Black Bulls as well. There were a few instances where Black Bulls were trying to execute towards the A-bomb side, but because of Hellfighter and Vibho present, playing in good positions, they were able to deal with that push by just getting rid of the attackers. As right now the attackers are right here, it is up to Samurai Esports to get rid of them. They are ready right now. They're trying to get those kills. Wimp is there, the spike has been planted, and immediately it turns into a post-plant position. Ludra goes down as the first kill. Wimp gets a follow-up, and two people present towards Demon. Well, Wimp will be taking contact. There's the first. Demon on very low
enemy
HP.
remaining.
Not good for him. That's the triple for Wimp, and before you know it, this has been a whitewash. The spike is being defused. Airhead tried to do his best to retaliate back. He got one kill onto Excali, but that is about it. That's all he gets, and that's all Team Miracles get. It's good that they planted the spike, but unfortunately dealing with the retake was a little too hard on them, and unfortunately they couldn't win a lot of their gunfights as well.
And it's like Samurai Esports has quite showed up their aggression over towards Miracles in a very, really mannered way, but I guess it's going to be Damon who absolutely got into much. And Wimp, did you notice something? Wimp picking up that Viper, I guess it gave him, it pushed his confidence that he has come down with 3 kills and a classic in his hand. That was a very beautiful triple kill. By the way, SMX is going to putting that, shove that over towards the longs. We have SMX with another one. Actually, this one might do quite a damage as he gets spotted out. Now he's going to be falling back with the elbows. We have Envy who's trying to show up with smoke. He gets spotted out, but get dashes out immediately. What a beautiful escape over there. Looks like it's a post by coming in from Team Miracles, which is quite surprisingly. The spike has already been planted down. The post plant positions are in the action. 3 people trying to push over towards the elbow. SMX gets taken down. We have Sai right now who's trying to push over towards the elbow. Looks like Excali has already the control, and nobody's looking there behind, and Excali can get the job done with multiple kills. The spike is getting diffused over there. Excali gets one. He's gonna put down a paint shell. Blackhawk gets one. It's a 4v1 situation, and the defenders will win as they go down to defuse the spike. And Excali, absolutely madman performance over there, taking that ballsy place and pushing over towards the elbow and waiting till the defuse has been, initiated. I really love the way how Samurai Esports is playing with patience instead of just pressing that W. They're trying to they're trying to take all the precautions.
This is going to be my point as well, because often at times when defending teams, they choose to let the spike be planted and go for a 5-man retake. More often than not, it ends up backfiring, and the post plant, the attackers end up winning, but not Samurai. They've got their placements lying down. Even when I looked at Team Miracles and I saw 3 people pushing towards CT, towards that vents area, I was like, okay, Team Miracles, they're looking strong. They've figured out the strategy of Samurai. They can deal with it. But right now, it looks like that, Team Miracles, they can deal with this strategy. 2 kills in their favor. Samurai, more specifically Wimp, he got a kill back, but that's only 1. Miracles still have the man advantage. They'll be looking to plant the spike. This was a bit of, now I wouldn't call it a complete fake, but they've gone towards the B-bomb side, and now they can plant the spike, whereas NV2K, he's playing a low position, but now his location is known, has to use the world and falls back. Samurai are on his tail, but what they don't realize is the spike is really going to be, taking a lot of time, and NV2K, just sitting right here in the teleporter. Excali was aware of that. That was a nice headshot, but yet again, a lot of time has been wasted. On the contrary to the previous post-run scenarios, where Samurai wasted no time, right now, time has been utilized. The man count is still equal, the attackers are in good post-run positions, and it is Samurai who needs to be actively hunting by the attackers. They're not just to plant the, to defuse the spike. Now, after getting rid of 2 attackers, they're going to be choosing, but it's all down to SMX. He gets the kill. Can he defuse the spike? Looks like there is enough time, or is there? Oh yes, there is. Alright, Samurai Esports, things were looking a bit bleak for them early on, but they still managed to make a comeback as they get their third round on board. The economy of Miracles is looking not so well.
Well, what's not looking so well is that Miracles losing that round. I mean, only if they played it a little longer for the time factor, could have been easy. Only if Nif was in that corner for a little longer and had the patience to get the first defuse. Even after half defuse, if you got that kill, it could have been an easy factor. But it's like Samurai Esports is always one step ahead of their enemies, and this time they've quite shown it. And Excali is on top of the leaderboard with 5 kills and 2 deaths. I guess Excali is coming down for a good change. He did change from Velocity Gaming to Samurai Esports, but I guess it is helping him beyond the front of the team. Well, it was quite similar when he was in Velocity Gaming. And Samurai Esports, right now, with the Viper's Pit, Wimp is going to totally stop the push coming in from the attackers, and looks like Lutra gets one, Blackout gets one. A beautiful trade again coming in from Samurai. They absolutely have each other's back. So that's one thing I love about Samurai is they play together, they trade together. Even though they know for a fact that they have the individual potential, they yet still want to play the basics. They don't want to overcome it or over push. Look at Excali. He spotted out Nif, but he's still going to stand there because he knew at a point everybody will be walking down to the bomb sites, getting his spike planted down there itself. Blackhawk is going to pretty much block the vision from the Yearlong, which is going to let all these three players leave into a confusion. Two players over towards the B, and looks like Excali is trying to go for a market
30 seconds left.
Players, and Excali is right on the path. Nobody will be expecting Excali over towards the shot as Lutra has pushed over towards the A-bomb side, and the spike might be getting planted anytime down, and Wimp is the guy responsible right now. Hunter's Fury will be coming down. Wimp gets taken down, Nif gets one, and we gets one. That's a 2v4 situation. All the hopes are left in the hands of Sova, SMX, and Blackhawk right now. SMX being one of the best players, best Sova players in the country. I really want him to perform well. With the recon coming down, he might be getting away with the bullets as the last man goes down while Nif takes him down. That's finally the first round on board for Team Miracles. It's so surprising. Oh, it's actually not surprising. The second round, Team Miracles went for a force fight. They lost it. So it had to be an eco in the previous round. They got a plant in an eco round and they brought it down to a 1v1. And now they win the fourth round. So it pretty much everything is calculated, and Team Miracles are actually putting out a good fight against Samurai. Not bad.
Absolutely, not just in terms of kills where, people are performing good. Right now, Airhead as well. 2 kills, 4 deaths, fine enough. We are just we are just 4 rounds deep into the game. More importantly, Sai has been dying early on for like the past 1 or 2 rounds. He needs to be more careful as right now as well. He just escapes for the skin of his teeth. But down goes Sai, and SMX falls as well. And before you know it, Samurai Esports, they're down to 2 people. It's been 20 seconds into the round. Miracles also have 3, but more importantly, guess what? They have side control. They can plant the spike as well. Samurai Esports are making this error of just losing the gunfights early on. And the problem is, well, after this kill, we'll say Wimp, yeah, he has been spotted out. NB2K is present as well. Wimp all on his own in a 1v3, I don't think it's possible. He has both of his snake bites. But against a lot of the against 3 attackers more specifically, even though Ludra is on very little HP, it just feels like a situation out of which he won't come back completely alive. Yep, there's the final kill. And the thing that's been going wrong with Samurai is they're just aggressing early on. This was something we saw with Velocity Gaming as well. Velocity Gaming, yeah, they suffered 1-2 casualties, but they got back like 4 kills in return of that. So they were at a positive not transaction, they were a positive trade deal. Only 1 person died from their side, but okay, 2 died from Black Bulls. Right now, Samurai Esports, 3 people are dying from their side and only 2 from Miracles, which means that Miracles can play those slow games, and because Samurai Esports are low on manpower, they don't get information. The only source of active information on Samurai is going to be the Owl drone of SMX that he can use, and the recon bolt as well that he can see to find the location. But again, look at this, Excali as well, dead in the mud. Sai follows, and before you know it, both of your duelists are gone within 10 seconds of the action phase.
Action phase is yet to begin as Samurai has come down to a 2v5 situation. And do you really think Samurai is gonna let Team Miracles take this round in their hands? It looks like it's not the case as Blackhawk is giving his best. But with that pain shield coming down, it's gonna stop the push of Samurai. We have Wimp and Blackhawk, both of them pulling over towards the echo, and I guess both of them will be getting spotted down. Nif has Phantom, he gets a headshot, and now that Wimp has also been spotted out. Nif will end things in a probably fashion manner, gets a double kill, and stings with a Phantom in his hand. That was an eco round for Samurai Esports. Don't worry guys, it's an eco round, and within no time we'll be coming down to a full buy round from Samurai Esports. And Miracles, good job boys. I'm really impressed by the way how they are handling things right now from the attacking side. They're getting the spike planted down no matter what. The first thing they do after rushing site is planting the spike. The most number of plants don't only keep stabilizing your economy, it also gives very less time for Samurai Esports that as defenders to get that round. We have particular time and clock ticking it down once the spike is planted down. So I'm loving the way how Miracles is performing right now.
Absolutely, and right now yet again, Miracles looking for a retake. It has been working for them for the past few rounds. They'll be looking to do it yet again as Airhead just holding the angle. One shot that went, the second follows as well. Not a lot of damage as, yeah, Miracles yet again, they're taking things slow. Samurai Esports now in this case they're playing passively, not peeking any angle actively. You can look, they've completely ignored Shahs, which is, you know, something that's heavily contested. Right now, Blackhawk, he'll be wide peeking towards U-Halls and even he needs to fall back as the push comes in. There go the blast packs, there's the first kill. Nice headshot from Nif. Wimp is also present inside, but with the Killjoy lockdown, Samurai Esports either need to fall back or they need to destroy it. Sai takes the latter option as Excali picks up one for himself, and the lockdown is still present. And Miracles are trying their best to hold off. 4 versus 4. Nif yet again holding the angle. One race against another, but it's going to be the Viper profiting of that duel since Nif is now down to 8 HP. There goes the showstopper from Excali. Can deal a lot of damage. It doesn't get the kill because Wimp has already confirmed it early on. Airhead towards shot, Jet towards showers. The spike is going to be half diffused. SMX wins the gunfight. And yeah, yet again, this is exactly what Samurai were good at doing. But one thing that Airhead can change very quickly. 4 HP. He has the Hunter's Furies with him. But no, Excali is going to be confirming the kill. And that came down to a very, very close 1v1. One where anything would have happened. So I gotta say, yeah, Samurai Esports, in this case, the retake, yeah, Team Miracles are starting to figure out how exactly to deal with this 5-man retake. They know what to do, but so far Samurai are still on top just by the slightest of margins, just by a single round which can overturn at any point.
Well, looks like it's not actually what I was expecting. After all, Samurai Esports is giving out equal opportunity for Miracles, and they are performing as good as Samurai at this point. Getting 3 rounds is no joke. It's not a joke in the attacking side, especially when you know you have stronger opponents who are way far better than you and way far experienced, have been playing together for a while. But it all comes down to the skills. And from that Hunter's Fury, we have a lot to learn. Team Samurai Esports, what place will be getting tagged down to low HP, SMX goes down, and I guess right now Sai is looking for more kills. NB gets taken down, but Airhead is not gonna give up anytime soon as Sai gets another one right now. A 3v3 situation. Nif has already pushed out towards from Hookah, and looks like Sai absolutely has no idea as he gets a triple kill over there. I mean, that Reina is absolutely a mad agent to be working with. Whip is over towards the back of side, and now I guess he's trying to, you know, I guess he's trying to look over the shot, but he has no idea that there's a player at U-Halls. And with absolutely no effort, he's gonna get that kill. And now it's all in the hands of KJ. Now it's ooh, oh my god, Wimp has really got some crazy reaction time, dude. Seriously.
Get a drop.
Wimp, I need to know his like co-vaccine train and aim labs routine. I need to be hitting those flicks. But yeah, more importantly, Wimp is hitting those flicks. That's enough for his team. Right now we can see that the duelists are working their magic on our screens right now. With mirror statistics are going to be Excali and Nif. Just Excali one more assist, but that doesn't matter. Same amount of kills, same amount of performance, and that's why the match is so close. Nif is doing his job, Excali as well alongside both sides, really working their magic as exactly this duo already gets 2 kills for the cost of 1 death. That is a positive transaction. Now they can move forward with the man advantage. They can get more map control because Miracles getting map control for their side is going to be difficult. If they have to get map control, they have to commit to that push, because at the very least you would require 2 people pushing in, trying to get A shot control, trying to get showers control. Meanwhile, Samurai can play these, you know, crossfires at multitudes of angles, which is exactly what we are seeing. 2 people on A, 2 on B. Very simple hold. The members of Miracles pushing towards Hookah right now, where they're going to be meeting against Wimp, who has used the Viper's pit. So that's going to be interesting. Again, the attackers, they are hesitant to push in. Their HP is going to be depleting really quick. And as soon as Wimp gets the call that the attackers are here, well, guess what? His teammates will be there as well. He's holding the angle. Oh, this is great. He needs to be able to get one. He spots one, looking for more. No, one it is. But the rotations will be in. SMX also present, but misses his shots.
30
And
seconds
now
left.
both the members of Samurai, well, it's a 2v2 with the spike being planted and their location known to the attackers.
Samurai Esports. They have always proved themselves, and looks like it's not a tough one to be putting that weekend for. And as the Astras,
One enemy remaining.
Cosmic Divide will be coming in. Airhead goes in for the flank through the elbow. This man absolutely has the guts to be doing anything inside Dada. I don't think he can do much more than that, as he will get taken down by Demon. And that was a beautiful round coming in from Team Miracles, although it was quite unexpected. But Samurai Esports, they really need to look at their back sometimes. Putting out the Cosmic Divide was a really good option, but I guess it did backfire Sai in a way or so, because he did not have the image of both of the players. Even if Astra was alive, even if Blackhawk was working along with Sai, even if they tapped the defuse, I think Airhead and Damon, both of them could have walked in from different directions and got both the kills. So it was either way going into the favor of Team Miracles due to the Cosmic Divide, or maybe it could have been easy, because Samurai Esports, they have better firepower compared to Miracles. So putting that to an advantage can give them a lot of rounds, as SMX gets spotted out. And pretty sure it's eco for Samurai Esports, if I'm not wrong. Yep, it is. I mean, they cannot keep losing rounds, man. If they are giving away so many rounds in the defending, it is only going to put down an economical advantage and as well as the round advantage for Miracles. But I guess sometimes pistols do work, as Sai and Blackhawk are making it work like a charm right now, putting it down to a 3v3 situation. I mean, if this round goes into the favor of Samurai, then Miracles should know that they are losing out on a very easy round. Samurai Esports, but that's not happening anytime soon, Cecily.
Exactly, yeah, Wimp, he could have gotten that kill onto Damon. Oh, sorry, on Damon.
One
Like
enemy
5
remaining.
HP. SMX gets one for himself, but now it's going to be Sai all alone. The showstopper right there, still on complete HP. So again, all he really needs is one kill onto Damon and 5 HP Nif. I don't think he can do much. But both of these attackers together, they can hold a crossfire, and I don't think that's happening right now. I'm not sure why that is. Sai can peek towards Yearlong. He spots him. Oh, but he cannot land the shot. Damon, this 4K went by a little unnoticed, but still a good round from the side of Miracles and a good effort from Samurai. Even in their, Sheriff by Eco, they still managed to get rid of 3 of the 5 attackers from Miracles, which is good enough. And in the process of doing so, they got a few kills for themselves, made sure that their ultimates can be gotten very, very quickly, because right now we are heading towards the penultimate round of the first half. Round 11 is upon us. You still have Excali and Sai, both with their ults unlocked. So the duelists can put in a lot of work, but SMX, Blackhawk, Wimp, yeah, they are quite a length away from getting their ults. So I don't think they'll be getting it anytime soon. Whereas on the side of Team Miracles, well, it's their support players who have their ults. Hunter's Fury, Killjoy Lockdown, Cosmic Divide, everything there to allow for an easier execute and an easier post plant. And the Cosmic Divide and, all 3 of those ults, they're going to help Team Miracle so much in a post plant scenario. The only thing is they need to get the plant down. The Cosmic Divide is already going to be used. SMX got 1 kill and now his teammates will be dead. This is not a big. The execute really is happening right now. The spike is going to be planted. Samurai are looking to stop it, or the showstopper is there. I don't think Team Miracles have the sound cue just yet because of the Cosmic Divide. Excali looking to peek wide. Can he get a kill? Yes, he gets one. Damages the other.
One
And
enemy
that's
remaining.
the headshot. SMX with the
down,
follow-up, and before you know it, Miracles, this execute has not worked out to their side. Only 1 casualty, a near flawless round, and Samurai make sure that they still have
Last
the lead.
round in the half.
This is insane. I mean, Samurai Esports, the patience, the trigger discipline by Excali. He just puts that, he doesn't even look at the enemy, he just whips it, comes back onto the bomb side, he gets in immediately the kill on towards Killjoy, who had the spike in his hand. I mean, Killjoy could have gone with the plant, he shouldn't have really walked into the bomb side, which only left a kill advantage for Samurai Esports. Although, on another fact, I'm quite impressed by Team Miracles. With absolutely zero flashes, they're still being able to put up such a good fight in the attacking right now. NV2K, this man has pulled out the played Storm. Now let's see how good can the Storm go, how far can the Storm go. Right now, Santis has begun Wimp might be in a huge trouble, and I guess he is getting tagged very badly. He has managed to escape, but his HP will be speaking for himself, down to 80 HP. If I'm not wrong, in Airhead will be taking him down with a shock dart, and now that is insane. So using his abilities at his best, and Sai being the sneaky player. I wonder how did he even get on top of that box. I'm still surprised about that fact. Blackhawk gets one damage immediately going in for a trade. Samurai left in a 2 vs 1 small dance of damage. He goes down along with SMX round, as Samurai Esports will be finishing off things in the defenders into their favor with a 7-5 score, and Team Miracles will be switching down to the defending. And let me tell you, CCP, that defending is a very good opportunity for Miracles right now. They have a Sentinel, as we have both of the top fraggers on the table right now. That is Excali versus Airhead. Airhead is sitting down with 14 kills. Impressive enough to be starting off in the attackers as a Sova. And Excali, of course, we know the man, we know the guy, we know the drill about Excali, how good he can be and how insane plays he can do. What are your thoughts for the first half? I'm pretty impressed by Miracles though.
Exactly. Miracles are putting a far better showing than what Black Bulls did against Velocity Gaming. It's a far closer match, and that's exactly what everyone is here for. Samurai, in the meanwhile, on their attack here, we saw Excali on the top of the scoreboard. Him alongside Sai need to stay on top of the scoreboard, getting a lot of kills, getting those entry frags as well. As right now, we just saw NV2K down to 12 HP. Ludra is going to be holding the angle. The gravity well is working for him. Cannot seem to land the shots just yet, as he gets one, but gets traded out. NV2K using the pain shells. Well, unfortunately, dies. Ahead. He is present. He's there in Haven. Sai is right there below him, as Sai gets one cheeky kill. Now the spike has been planted, and Sai with the second. Great headshots all around. Sai on a lot of HP. Meanwhile, Blackhawk still struggling with 13. Miracles, they need really a miracle to pull it off, but yeah, the crossfire was way too strong. Blackhawk with the final kill, and another very well executed round from Samurai. You know, they had some utility against them. I have to commend the Astra on side of Miracles, you know, especially Ludra. Yeah, exactly. He did an excellent job using the gravity wells. It granted him one kill. He could have gotten 2, but unfortunately missed some of his first few shots, as I will be seeing that in the replay. Misses a few of them and quickly traded out. But then as soon as the execute happens, as soon as the spike is planted, there is nothing that can be done. You know, either on defense or on attack, if the spike has been planted and Samurai Esports are still standing strong, more or less you're gonna be losing those rounds. As right now, it is the only round. The initiation is there. There goes the Leo. There goes the Excali with him. That's the opening frag. 3 defenders make that 2. Still on towards the B-water side. Sai not aware of the race behind him with the shorting.
One
as
enemy
the Raze
remaining.
and Jet are going to be working their magic. But for how long? Well, only for like 20 seconds, because it's all down to Ludra yet again. Stuck in a 1v4.
A 1v4 situation. Ludra might not be at his best performance right now, but he has the gun which he can speak to. With the paint shell coming in, he has to move behind and puts on a really good headshot on towards Wim. Now that he has retrieved a weapon, he has a bulldog in his hand, and anybody who peeks might be in a trouble. Ludra is one of the best aimers, I would say, for Team Miracles, and he has been getting those entry frags very accurately. Well, speaking about that, I feel like Samurai Esports, they are looking in some for exit kills, and I guess Excali might be in trouble. And Excali, he whipped 2 shots, and now he won't, because he'll be getting that confirmation against Ludra. As Samurai Esports come down with 9 rounds into their hands, and Miracle with 5. Looks like defending side, after all, did not go into the favor. And I feel like Team Miracles, they definitely will be walking away with this round, as we have both the duelists, that is Sai Dada versus NV2K. 5 kills for NV and 11 for Sai. Sai is really doing the justice for the agent, man. The agent agents getting placed in the right hands can change the entire game for the team.
Exactly. I still remember like a few days ago in another tournament I was seeing, you know, Excali. It was not fun as well. Sorry, not Excali. Sai. He was playing the Rain and he dropped like 25 kills towards the end. Another good performance. It was against, I don't know, it was another tier 1 team. Unfortunately, I'm forgetting their name. Was it Godlike? Was it Global? I don't know. But regardless, right now it's Miracles. Samurai Esports already not off to the best of starts. Excali, well, he loses his life. That's a top talent gone. Now Sai will also keep the angle. He gets 1 kill, will be healing himself, but to his right is Damon. As the execute is right here, the spike still towards Link, and I think it's going to be a bit of fake right now. Yeah, Excali, he used the teleporter. SMX also going to be taking the ult. He falls back. Yeah, it's a fake, but there are still 3 people towards the A bomb side from Team Miracles. You have Sova, you have Jet, and then of course you have Astra as well. Meanwhile, Samurai seem to really be struggling in terms of the fragging department in this round at the very least. Sai versus NV2K. And taking place, NV2K holding the angle yet again. Not the best. Loses his life. Puts his team in a bit of danger, but I think Lugra will be able to make the most out of the situation as yet again there is another teleportation, there is another change of plans, another fake, but well, Miracles are aware of that and they'll be looking to defuse the spike and retake the site.
Well, for me, I feel like, it's not really a difficult chance for Team Miracles. After all, Samurai Esports have gone for a force buy and Sai is gonna be a mad boy right now. He gets himself a double and right now he's trying to distract as much as possible to Damon, but Damon gets a kill and now he might actually be getting the second one, but SMX, not really your day, man. He's gonna go ahead and get that round to his teammate, and that's a 10 rounds for Samurai Esports. It was actually a full buy round for the Team Miracles, and losing that round will obviously make Team Miracles go for an eco right now. They absolutely have no other option, and there you go, they're going in for an eco. And Sai, good job, Dada, good job. 3 kills is not a joke, and Damon, I mean, when you're an Empress, I guess that's what happens.
Yeah, the fact that he was an Empress and he was completely invisible. That was the thing. When you are in like regular form and you use the dismiss, you end up in tactical form. But in this case, he'll be 6 feet under the ground as he loses his life. The first casualty is there. Excali quickly trades him back. But the crossfire is being maintained not for any longer. Damon a little too aggressive on the trigger as Airhead will also be peeking the angle. I'm not sure what happened right there. Miracles, they just peeked the angle wide with Sheriffs when they were against Vandals. They lost their lives. NV2K is here to retaliate back, is here to cope with some of the push happening from Samurai Esports. The spike is going to be planted. The gravity well was there. Oh no. Spike will be planted. Samurai looking calm, but against the Blade Storm, anything can happen. Keep in mind, this is the same position where Sai turned the round around the previous time using his Empress. Right now it's into the Blade Storm. So gotta be careful. NV2K engages in a duel, loses that, and Lugrad loses his life as well. Excali on sweet simple 4K as this thrifty round comes to an end, and Samurai Esports, well, they are 1 round away from match point.
1 round away from match point, and I guess that's not too far away. For Miracles, it's going to be quite a task to be delaying the victory for Samurai Esports. I mean, they're not, after all, in a bad position. 11-5, all they need is 7 more rounds, and as we've seen insane comebacks previously, and we can expect the same kind of gameplay coming in. And Excali, I remember 2 rounds ago he was on 14 kills and now he's on 21. Excali, what have you been up to lately? I mean, what are you even having for lunch and dinner? I really don't get it. And we gets a kill and now he's looking for another one. But the Boombo is going to try to distract him down as he dashes back into the U-Halls. He's quite tactful as PHP. Lucha is trying and coming over towards the shot. He takes Excali down. And now that Excali has been pulled off Samurai Esports, it's a man disadvantage for Samurai. Samurai man disadvantage and a full buy round literally seems like a dangerous one for me as Blackhawk gets 1, the spike is going down. And Miracles will initiate the lockdown at the perfect time. And right now, the Undisputed will be putting out a lot of defenders out of the map. Sai being left alone. But don't worry, leaving Sai alone is only gonna harm you guys. And there you go, he's gonna pick up a double kill, and that's the match point for Samurai Esports. After putting a lot of theory, or what would I say, a lot of mathematics, Miracles kept that lockdown, but in turn it backfired them.
And more so, the Cosmic Divide from Ludra backfired as well. He placed the Cosmic Divide to allow his teammates to regroup and take positions. but that allowed Sai to take those positions as well. Instead of just pushing from showers towards heaven, he could push anywhere. He could get easy kills, and that's exactly what he did. So a good round from Samurai to use their ults nicely. Right now as well, they were just going to be long take. It's not going to be working out. Nif gets 2 kills, and that leaves the 3 members of Samurai all alone. Make that 3 members of Samurai all alone against 4 members of Team Miracles. Ludram is on the tail of Wimp. Wimp peeks wide and he wins the duel. And Nif as well. He knows about the location of Sai. At least his crosshair placement is on point. But he may not check the corner, which can be his undoing. Oh no, he spots the barrel of the gun. He gets the kill. That's a nice flip. That's a nice triple as Samurai Esports. Well, they're final 2 members. Both of them have their ultimate. You've got Excali, you've got Wimp. Excali holding this angle right now. He can use the showstopper, and it may just get him 2 kills. Nif is on very little HP, not to mention the Viper spit right there as well. But Damon is on their flanks. Yes, Wimp gets 1 kill, but look at Damon. Oh, you know what? Damon wasn't even necessary. Airhead was present. He picks up a double, and Team Miracles, yes, they get a round, but Samurai are only a single round away from victory. Meanwhile, Miracles need to win 6 more consecutively.
Yeah, if they want to move forward in round of 8, Team Miracles, you know what you have to do. And Samurai Esports, well, I guess they're on the match point, and there's absolutely nothing that I want to talk about except from Airhead, who just grabbed himself a double and shut Samurai Esports down. And I'm really impressed by the way how Samurai Esports is trying to put down the attack inside, but Miracle is trying their level best to stop the push. As we can see, that Samurai Esports is a little triggered right now, and they're trying to go for a quick B execute with a lot of aggression. Blackhawk gets spotted out in the long, and now he'll be taking that off to make sure that he can use his Cosmic Divide. SMX will be putting the shock dart down, which absolutely does no damage, I guess, and Sai is all ready with his flash. But the problem over here is that he only has a single layer, and if he doesn't put it down to a good use, it's going to be quite a problem with the paint shield going down with Kavi. Airhead gets 1 out of SMX, Jamie gets 1, and he gets 1 in with Excali coming in for the trade. That is Samurai Esports once again on a man disadvantage, but we have Excali, the most dangerous player on the server, and now he's going in for the frag. His aim is too sharp, but I guess that doesn't matter for Nif. He's going to be clearing that angle out, leaving Wimp all alone over towards the long right now. Wimp, does he have the spike? Yes. Does he have the aim? Yes, but I guess Nif is just way too ahead, 1 step ahead of the pace from Samurai. He will be getting that round for the team as Team Miracles going for the 7th round. Now, 6 rounds to 5 rounds. Miracle needed only 5 rounds to get that comeback and overtime.
The thing is, as long as Miracles, keep playing and keep winning rounds, it will be a force buy from their side. They cannot lose a round, well, because if they lose a round, the match is over, Samurai get the dub. So for that reason, Miracles just need to be winning and winning, and for that reason, their economy is looking, well, quite decent right now. They've got Phantoms, Vandals, a bit of utility on board. Samurai, they need to win this round, otherwise they'd really be struggling, and already not off to a good start. Miracles, this is a good thing that we can see from them. Either they're aggressive early on, like really aggressively, like pushing B long, pushing shards, or only one person just peeks a little bit and then they fall back immediately, which is what happened. And now the baits are happening as well. Ludram getting rid of Sai. Both the dual, Samurai, yeah, both of their players are down and out. You still have Excali playing the Raze. You can still get some sort of push granted, but Team Miracles, they aren't rotating at all. They're prepared for anything. They're like, even if all 3 people execute, even if we have, for example, let's take B bomb side, they only have 2 people. Okay, 2 people, they may die, but at the very least, they're going to get a kill for themselves, if not more. And once our other 3 people rotate back, it's going to be all safe and sound first. We can play the rotate, just like what we've been doing for the past few rounds. And that's why Samurai Esports, they are really struggling right now. Just planting the spike is not going to be enough. First of all, they need to clear the bomb site, which is a task in of itself. Right now, the shock darts are out. The recon goes out, and the Viper stick will be there, but Excali loses his life and Blackhawk loses his. And before you know it, yet again, Airhead with a double kill with the Vandal to end the round in his favor. And Miracles are looking very, very strong and possibly on the verge of a comeback. But all Samurai really need is one One round and that's it. Unfortunately, they cannot get it at the moment. So, what are they planning to do? Is it going to be another save? Well, looks like it's going to be a force buy. Vandal, Stinger, half armor. The question is, what can they do with all of this, all of these guns? Irrespective of what guns they have, they are being outnumbered and outplayed by Miracles right now. That needs to change as soon as possible. NV2K peeks wide, may just get the kill onto side. The Lear Eye goes through. He's still holding the angle, but yeah, he has to fall
That
back.
was close. That was actually close. NV, you cross it to a little bit of left. It could have been an easy tag, but look at Sai. Despite of knowing that there is an operator, despite of knowing that a blind shot can take him down, he's still going ahead and peeking. And looks like the Wimp has all the confidence in the world. Now he's going to get an entry track where his team as Excali follows him over towards the heaven. And absolutely nobody has an idea that Excali made it to the heaven with the paint shell dropping down. We have been over towards the U-Haul and we're gonna drop the op down. He's gonna be picking up a Vandal right now. He's fighting off against Sai. He takes down the Sai. He has SMX, but SMX, he's a step above everything as Excali takes Damon down. Nip is left in a 1 versus 3 right now. He takes down Wimp. With the Cosmic Divide, it can be quite a difficult task for him. He's gonna put the paint shield down. He takes down SMX. He's gonna tap the spike. He doesn't know where exactly the last two players are standing down as Blackhawk taken down. Blackhawk gets taken down, and if you are looking at the wrong direction, mate, the Excali will be putting that 1v1 clutch with a lot of brain over there. And looks like Excali will be the man shutting things down for Team Miracles in action. And GG well played by Team Miracles. You guys have given your best. 13-8 is going to be the score with Excali absolutely sitting down with 26 kills. And of course, we have the other man, Airhead, with 24 kills. And I'm really surprised and impressed by the fact that Airhead, not only as an initiator, he has most number of the frags, but he has also held the most important rounds for Team Miracles. Like the other round, he got himself a double kill when there was a match point for Team Samurai Gaming. And every time Airhead came up and took the initiative and he got the kills, it absolutely gave the rounds for Team Miracle. So I would say GG well played Airhead. That was a nice try, and please don't get disheartened. You still have a chance to prove yourself in the next qualifier. You guys can go ahead and register the next qualifier, because I feel like Team Miracles definitely have the potential, but it's just that they are lacking a little communication, I would say, because their teamwork, their aim is absolutely outstanding, especially Airhead. That guy, he absolutely knows how to play with the minds, especially being a Sova. He absolutely knows how to get the intel.
Yeah, we've seen some amazing Sova plays today. You know, we started off our day with Right to Ace, and all of his skills is 18 KD. Right now, Ahead's performance as well. All of that was nice. And you like to see that, you know, the Sova mains, they're putting in a lot of work. The Shock does, the Hunter's Fury. I can still remember that one Hunter's Fury, as bright as day, when, you know, the Killjoy lockdown was destroyed inside of U-Halls. I'm not sure which round that was, but yeah, that was good. And overall, another nice performance from a team that was expected to win. But in this case, yeah, like you mentioned, Team Miracles, they gave a far better fight than anyone had been expecting, least of all that what Samurai Esports had been expecting. So exactly, next time I see, you know, next time we see, sorry, I just lose my train of thought, but yeah, next time we see them, most likely, you know, they'll be strong contenders of at least going into that top 4 and staying in that top 4, perhaps securing a cash prize for themselves, maybe even that spot on the LAN. But yeah, for now, unfortunately, their journey comes to an end. It was a nice game. I love to see it. You know, the map of Bind, always lovely. Samurai's performances were far better as well, and like you mentioned, yeah, Airhead, early on, it was nice, and Team Miracles overall, they put up a good fight. There were times where they were just, you know, outsmarting Samurai Esports, especially on their own defense, when there were a few rounds where Team Miracles, they were playing extremely passively. Like, they gave up Showers control, they weren't contesting that. Even towards the B bomb site, only one person inside of Hookah, and the other people in the bomb site as well, no one on B long. But then there were rounds where they were flat out aggressive, and they were catching the members off guard. NV2K with the operator, Airhead with his regular kills early on and late in the round as well, just pushing B long straight away, getting those frags. It was lovely to witness. And yeah, Samurai Esports, they were caught off guard 1 or 2 rounds, especially towards the end, when, you know, that streak was building and building from 12-6 to 12-7, 12-8, and so on and so forth. So that was looking good. But at the end, unfortunately, Samurai Esports, they ended up defeating them. And right now, still, a bit of optimism for the side of, the opponents and for Airhead more specifically as well. We bring to you the MVP screen and let's see the performances overall, because they were good performances. Both of us, we've been highlighting Airhead as well, but even the other players, you had Ludra with 10, Damon 10, even Nif with 20 kills. He went by unnoticed, but yeah, he also got a lot of kills and he dropped a lot of frags, just like his Sova teammate.
Well, I was nearly not surprised when the MVP screen popped up, because I was pretty much expecting Airhead and Xcali to be on the top, and yet they both are on the top right now with 341 average combat score coming in from Xcali, 26 kills, followed by Sai with 17 kills, 233 ACS. Looks like Sai and Xcali both have maintained a beautiful KD over 1. And speaking about Airhead, I'm really impressed by him, man. Huge hats off to Airhead. Shout out to you, man. I mean, you have given your best for the team, and of course, Team Miracles, you guys gave your best, and you've put down a really good match against Samurai Gaming. And with that said and done, I guess we will be moving down to the caster screen, as I have a lot to thank about, especially huge shout out to Hell Energy Drink for providing all the players that energy, and casters as us. We always have a energy can before we actually start casting, because that is going to be my secret for longer hours of casting, I would say. And all the energetic you guys might be wondering, how is Elika so talkative and energy throughout the game? Well, that's my secret, guys. Hell energy is the secret. And huge shout out to George for bringing out all the talent in content creators and putting out comical things and making people laugh. That is a difficult thing, guys. Making people laugh, that's a very hard job to do, and I guess Josh App is making everything possible to do that. And a huge shout out to, of course, Esportz Premier Series for conducting tournaments like these and letting all the professional teams get a platform to present themselves, get a platform to inspire other teams, inspire players, inspire young talent to come out and play. Well, looks like there is a reason how and why esports is growing a lot due to the tournaments organized by Esportz Premier Series. Well, tournaments like these will be coming more and more. In order to be a part of that, go ahead and subscribe to Esports YouTube channel, so that if you have missed a match, don't worry, guys. We've got you covered. We upload the highlights end of the day on our YouTube channel and on our Instagram. And that's the reason I ask you to go ahead and subscribe and follow us on our Instagram, esports.n, where you can find the results of each and every day's matches. You have the highlights uploaded and the live stream schedule as well. So that is a lot of information about how the entire Esportz Premier Series works. So I guess that's pretty much about it. And of course, how could I forget this? At last but not least, shout out to all the viewers. Thank you very much for joining down and supporting your favorite team. Audience plays a major role in how exactly teams perform. If you have a huge support, your confidence builds up and the way you execute also changes, because you have an entire army behind you which is waiting for the victory of your game. And I'm really thankful for CCPV for being my co-caster. And if you actually want to drop a feedback for us, or let us know if ways we can improve, you can follow us on our social. That is Real CCV on Instagram, and this is Tanvi Jasmine FTW. And we are going in for a short break right now. We'll be right back with the third match going live.
होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell Energy.
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश, ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Welcome back everyone to Esports Premier Series presented by Josha, powered by Hell Energy Drink. This is of course qualifier number 3 for our Valorant event, out of which it is the group stages, out of which it is going to be played in number 7. We are heading into the group of 16, the round of 16s. 16 teams remain, and well, right now less than 16 teams remain. We've gone through so many of those matches, so many of those best of ones, and for today only one remains. That's going to be FORCEONE Esports up against Rebellious Gaming. I'm of course CSV, joined alongside Elika FTW. And Elika, final match of the day, a potential banger. How do you feel about FORCEONE going against Rebellious?
Well, I quite feel that it was supposed to be happening as you previously mentioned it in the previous match of FORCEONE Esports. Well, for a fact, I feel like FORCEONE Esports might be having a hard time against Rebellious because Rebellious being a very aggressive roster. And on the paper, FORCEONE being the strongest, I still have a feeling that Rebellious might put a great show against FORCEONE Esports. But I guess at the end of the day, FORCEONE might be walking away with win, or maybe not this time. I'm not sure. But I have a feeling that FORCEONE will definitely put up a fight. That they will give out their best. We have a few of the best players in FORCEONE Esports, starting off at RVK. As I always spoken about him, he's one of the best sentinels we have in the country. He's playing currently for FORCEONE. He switched on from CSGO to Valorant, and he has always been that consistent player in his team. That's why I want to focus a lot on him. Remember the last time FORCEONE had a match, I always asked everybody to keep an eye and watch out for RVK, and he absolutely does the job done as a sentinel. As we move down to the last match of the day, we had a very good day today. We had Velocity Gaming against a few of the we had a team Black Bulls, and they entirely shut them down 13-1. The last match we had Samurai Esports versus Team Miracles, which actually Team Miracles, they quite surprised the audience and us by putting out such a good fight against Samurai Esports. Samurai Esports being one of the best in the country, having best of the bestest players like Excali, Sai has been there in the scene for like more than 11 years. He's been playing games since when he was 15. He was playing professionally since he was 17. And now after a long time, finally a worthy, team coming in group for Samurai Esports. With the addition of Wimp, I think the roster only got stronger and stronger. Because having players like Wimp, Blackhawk, it sets out a different opinion in the team itself. It looks like they're standing out. And when it comes down to Rebellious versus FORCEONE, it all depends, to be honest. I feel like predicting the match out, it all depends on which map it is and especially which agents are these players picking. And talking and speaking about FORCEONE, I haven't really seen them performing with different agents or any different kind of setup. I always see them go for a default pick. Unlike we saw, D2 the other day, we saw ROG the other day, and today itself we saw Samurai going in for a double controller setup. So I was totally not surprised. But FORCEONE Esports, if they go ahead and pick up something really different, I would be surprised definitely, because they've been that one nerd team, I would say, nerdish team who would stick to the defaults, and yet they of course win. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They stick to the defaults, they get the job done, they walk away smoothly, nothing more extra than that. They don't put any spice around the roster. But I'm pretty sure keeping the same synergy will make a long way for them. Maybe this time they can come down to semi-finale. All the first two qualifiers, they gave their best out, but unfortunately they couldn't make it further from top 8 teams. This time they need to put it down to their best, because I am looking down for them in the semi-finale. As I guess we are ready, but I don't have a clear idea about Rebellious Gaming. Can you walk me through Rebellious Gaming roster and how they play? I'm quite not sure about them.
We've seen Rebellious Gaming a bunch of times. In this tournament, we saw them once, but otherwise as well, they've been on that up and coming. Still, I'd classify them as like top tier 3, bottom tier 2. They haven't made it just yet. They haven't left their mark completely, but they are on the verge of doing so, and that is what is optimistic about them. So looking at the map right now, the map is going to be Ascent. We started our day with Ascent, we'll be ending our day with Ascent. I'm fine with it. Ascent, good enough map, but these teams not good enough results for their side. Looking at Samurai Esports, they played Ascent yesterday in another tournament against Team Simple, who we saw play this tournament and who were knocked out by, unfortunately I don't remember who they were knocked out by, but yeah, Team Simple, Hell Triple R, amazing player for them. Again, the standout person who I really love to see play the Jet. But yeah, when yesterday FORCEONE played this map, Unfortunately, they end up losing 13-9. It was a close game. More importantly, FORCEONE unfortunately lost both of their pistol rounds. So not a good start for them in those halves and follow-ups as well. It weren't the best. They gave a good performance. They, like you mentioned, their setups, they tried new agents, but overall their setups were the same. It was the same compositions, is what I'm trying to say. It was, you know, the same regular North American, what you'd expect on the map of Ascent. Double duelist, you have Jet, you have Reyna. Only thing was RVK, instead of playing the Cypher, he was playing the Killjoy. But then again, you can expect that from him, and you can expect that from any Sentinel player out there. So nothing mainly different. Whereas Rebellious Gaming, the last archive I could find of their Ascent match was like 10 days ago. It was against Team Moon in another tournament. And back then, you know, Rebellious, they ended up losing, what, 13-2. They lost 13-2. So both of these teams, they've had a bit of time in between their previous matches to learn from their mistakes, to rectify all of those mistakes, and to refine themselves overall as a team. Hopefully we can see those improvements right now. But otherwise, yeah, the map of Ascent, it's a weird pick. I guess this is exactly what a decider map is. You know, in best of 3s and best of 5s, we can expect teams to play their best maps. But right now, it's going to be equal map for both of these teams. As going into the agent selection screen, we'll be seeing which agents are going to be equal and which agents will be picked more often. Will it be the duelist who will be picked twice? Is it going to be a North American composition? Well, at least from the side of FORCEONE, it looks like it, as instead of Jet and Reyna, we'll be seeing Rafa take the Phoenix. And well, yeah, that's about the major change.
Yes.
Anything there would be. You got RVK on the Killjoy, Scargod playing the Astra, and of course you have Shivi playing another initiator, in this case Sova. So very simple. Rebellious Gaming as well, they are looking normal as well.
Yeah. Previously, I saw Rebellious Gaming's Jackie picking up the Viper and doing a great job. And as I said, FORCEONE Esports, they're going to be sticking to a normal composition. They won't be trying out something really different. As we see, we have a Killjoy, a Phoenix, an Astra, a WL setup with a proper Sova coming down. Nothing really something new to be watching from FORCEONE Esports, because they have always been that one dedicated team. They don't change their team play. They make the team build things from already the way they are. Like if they are picking out certain agents, they try to improve in those agents, which does not only give them confidence because they've been playing that agent for a really long time now. It also sets out different kinds of strategies now. Previously we had that no game could have been possibly made without a Sage, but right now things have changed. Things have definitely changed. Now without Astra, things are getting tougher and tougher. But I'm really happy that FORCEONE Esports, they went ahead and they picked Astra. They only take what is necessary. They take Astra. Woman can be a better replace. Woman could not be that better than Astra, so they go ahead and pick up Astra. They pull it down to their roster, but everything else is the same thing. So they don't keep changing around. They don't want their players to be in pressure. They want to be really comfortable in their skin to be playing their agents. And right now, we have the first round already beginning. FORCEONE Esports starting off at the attackers. We have Knight Rider who is trying to go in for a crazy peek over towards the A mains. And looks like RBK is actually lurking. And RBK gets the job done pretty much with the lurk he does. He's always that one player who keeps distracting the team. As the Sova Stone will be coming down, RBK might be finding that way over towards Cypher, and he managed to get that with a jump shot. On the other hand, Bankai and Necropsia shutting FORCEONE Esports down with a 4v2 situation, left all in the hands of Shivi and unfortunately RBK.
Yeah,
what do you think
RBK,
is gonna
yeah.
happen? I mean,
RVK, he's in a bit of pickle right now. He cannot escape from that corner unless he takes a duel. There's the turret to distract the enemies, but Jackie still lands the headshot. And before you know it, Shivi is all alone. This execute towards the A bomb site failed. RVK did his job as a lurker. He got one kill, but that's the only kill FORCEONE got in total. As Necropsycho, he finishes up the round with a frag of his own. And well, Rebellious Gaming get off to a good start. And yet again, like I was highlighting FORCEONE Esports when they played yesterday, they didn't win either one of their pistol rounds against Team Simple. And unfortunately, at the very least for the first pistol round, the same thing is happening. They haven't gotten off to a good start. Whereas Rebellious Gaming, well, they're looking strong. They'll be going for the anti-eco. They've got the Spectres, the Ghosts, the full armor in hand. They'll just be looking to deal some damage, and that's about it. win another easy round, and yeah, you know, it will be round 3 they'll be looking forward to. Whereas for FORCEONE, yeah, Knight Rider takes a bit of damage, and yet again the main push is there towards the B bomb site. Slowly they are trying to push in RVK yet again, playing that aggressive role, but he is going to be losing his life to Crusher as Rafa is there to go for the refrag, but with the Sheriff I don't think that's going to be happening just yet.
Spike
Jackie
down,
with one,
B.
Crusher with his second, and before you know it, yet again, yeah, the
One enemy remaining.
failed. Crusher catches him off guard, and he gets his 4th for the round as Rebellious Gaming make sure that their anti-eco works, a flawless, no casualties, nothing whatsoever, and now it's up to FORCEONE to prove themselves in their full buy.
Well, FORCEONE Esports, that was quite an unexpected round. Well, Rebellious Gaming walking away with the first 2 rounds is going to, you know, snatch away a little confidence from FORCEONE Esports, but nothing can probably stop FORCEONE Esports from being at their best. And looks like RVK right now, all the players from FORCEONE Esports will be pulling out those Vandals and Spectres. Right now they're going ahead, they're going against Rebellious with only SMGs in their hands left for Rebellious. So looks like Rafa is going in for a pick over towards the market, and it can be a mid to be put if Rafa sets out the entry frag very well. Rafa is known to be one of the best Phoenix after Amaterasu, I would like to speak, because this man has the confidence, aim and everything to speak about. As Rafa is trying to look over towards the market, he flashes, he finds none, he's gonna go for another flash, he finds again a flasher getting Rafa getting flashed by himself. He must be annoyed right now as they're trying to move down over towards the B bomb side. They should know that there is a player certainly sitting down in the cubby, another one in the first lane. Scargod trying to do his best with his moves over there. I'm really surprised that Scargod has picked up Astra. I have seen very less scenarios where Scargod went ahead and picked up someone like Astra. He is very good in the map of Ascent with Omen though. But I guess when the meta changes, everything has to change automatically, and RVK, the moment he steps in, it's going to be a big trouble as TV took down the first initial kill. Knight Rider getting another one, Jackie gets one, Scargod going in for the immediate trade. Nobody has an idea. Crusher is literally in between the cage, and once the cage goes down, RVK is already way too ahead with his aim. As it comes down to the last man standing down from Rebellious Gaming, that's the Phoenix who might have to go for a save. Or maybe try over from B mains, and I guess RVK exactly knows where this man is trying to peek from. Bunkai might have a great aim, but not in front of RVK. But I spoke a little too soon. Bunkai will take RVK down with a crouch peek. A 1v3 situation. I mean, there's no point of him saving down, so he just literally have to go ahead and take the fight, as Scargod will finish him up there. That's the first round on both the FORCEONE Esports. As CCB said that, you know, getting that full buy round was really important for FORCEONE.
Absolutely, they needed that win, they were desperate for it, and the good thing is this can lead FORCEONE up to a path of success. They can start winning more rounds because their attack is where they can struggle the most, and in general as well. On the map of Bind, your defense is far stronger than your attack. At least that's what we have seen more recently with teams of, you know, wide varieties and wide competitive levels. So with that being said and done, FORCEONE, I mean, any amount of attacking wins should be fine for themselves, as long as it's like a 5-7 split, perhaps a 6-6 split as well, which is what I expect out of Rebellious as well. I don't think it will be a very extreme split like something like, I don't know, 9-3 or perhaps 10-2 even. It will be close. And Bankai already, he gets one kill looking for more, but there's the refrag, and this is good. FORCEONE, currently they're playing on refrags. You know, both the duelists from, I mean, either one of the duelists from these sides are gone. Rebellious are out of their fragger. Now it's down to their support players. Meanwhile, FORCEONE still have their Phoenix. Speaking of Phoenix, he won't be of any use, as I lose my point because it was Scargod playing the Astra getting the kill. RVK as well pushing wide. Scargod gets his second, and Rebellious Gaming yet again, they're unfortunately just losing their players left, right and center. Single kill gone in favor of FORCEONE. After the first kill, there has been no refrag from Rebellious Gaming. They just lose these single duels, and that's what FORCEONE are good at. They can isolate all of these gunfights. Yet again, another gunfight isolated, but in this case it's going to be Crusher taking the advantage, and another gunfight he is going to be engaging in. Guess what? He gets the kill. So FORCEONE They need to be careful. No more isolated gunfights. Hold a crossfire. Judging by the position of these two players, I don't think that's going to be happening. Shivi is going to be attempting a cheeky backstab, which Crusher may not be expecting. He's looking to his back right now. Goes for the movement theft, and that is the more big brain play. However, cannot just act on it, as Shivi was quicker on the trigger. And well, FORCEONE Esports, they make sure to equalize the lead. They make sure that the full buy round of Rebellious Gaming doesn't go in their favor. It was a valiant effort from Crusher towards the end. However, the early rounds where FORCEONE shined. There was the opening refrag, then all of these isolated gunfights, making sure and putting it down to a 1v4, out of which Crusher was not able to recover. And well, the economy of Rebellious Gaming wasn't able to recover out of that round as well. Going into round number 5, it's going to be Sheriffs and Ghosts.
Well, you do know for a fact that Sheriffs and Ghosts sometimes can be the most dangerous pistols you can see on the planet. But I guess not every single time, as Shivi gets that Vandal headshot immediately dropped on to the head of Bankai. Well, Clone is trying to peek down into the mid. I'm pretty sure he absolutely is not going to find anybody, as all the 5 players of FORCEONE Esports are over towards the A mains, and looks like it's a hard A execute with the drone coming in from Shivi. He also has the spike at the same point. He's going to be droning each and every corner, finishing off most of the angles, as the dash will be coming in through that ace. Knight Rider on the bomb side, getting the entire side cleared, as the short door will be getting closed. The alarm bot has been placed. Shiv is going in for a plant right now, and to my surprise, Knight Rider looks like they are trying to put up something different. And Jackie, Clone, they both get themselves a double kill with the pistols in their hands, and Knight Rider is trying to take Jackie down with the Sheriff in his hand. I don't think Jackie will be able to do anything. And Scargot, that was a very nasty shot. He gets himself a double as Shivi and Stinks. That is third round on board for FORCEONE Esports, as Rebellious had their eco. Well, I would say that was a really nice eco round from Rebellious. Jackie getting one along with Clone. 2 players down. That's a good job. That's a good job coming in from Rebellious.
Absolutely, yeah. Rebellious, they did good. The retake was looking fruitful as soon as they got the 2 kills towards Garden, but then unfortunately it was shut down thanks to Scar Gordon and Shivi, who, mind you, they are performing quite well, you know, at the top of the leaderboards for their respective teams. And Necro Psycho as well, only 2 kills, could do a bit better, but again, he's playing this Sova, not necessarily. It's just his entire team needs to perform good. Right now we can see Astra down to like 25 HP from Rebellious Gaming. Crusher also holding a very aggressive. Jackie gets 1 kill, Crusher with the follow-up. This is a deadly crossfire, however, crossfire which comes to an end. After taking 2 lives, everyone is even Stevens. 3 people still alive on either one of these teams. As the execute is here, the spike will be planted, crossfire is being maintained. RVK with this angle, however, Shivi loses his life before that. Yes, the spike has been planted with FORCEONE, but look at RVK, he cannot escape from that angle whatsoever. He needs to go for kills, and that's about it. So he's just holding the angle in hopes of a kill. The same goes for Knight Rider as well. Necro Psycho is going to be pushing wide. Clone also looking, and finally someone falls into the crosshairs of RVK, but not before Bankai gets a quick refrag for himself. And at the moment, it is duelist versus duelist. Knight Rider, very little HP, but he still lands the headshot. And that is another full buy that goes in favor of FORCEONE by the slimmest of margins. Rebellious Gaming tried their best to, you know, just to evade and to preemptively shut down this execute early on, thanks to the crossfire being maintained by Jackie and Crusher inside of B main. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, it was shut down. The execute came in really quickly, and Rebellious Gaming, yeah, their rotations were just a little too slow to help them retake the site.
Yes. Well, you know, that's not the case. I mean, I completely agree with you, but sometimes FORCEONE Esports going out that aggressively in the open might backfire them sometimes. But I guess as long as they're winning rounds, I kind of feel what you said is true. And Rebellious Gaming, they did put out a really good first 2 rounds. Initially, they were having that confidence, but I don't know. Looks like FORCEONE Esports, they have entirely got a strong guard held over towards the wrong side right now, as the Killjoy is dropped down, will be going down, and Giant is towards the mud. He's trying to go back a little bit, but I guess he's been unsuccessful at that particular thing. As we moved on, it is darkest before dawn, and FORCEONE Esports, they're trying to make everything possible into their ways Clone and Jackie, both of them, they're trying to peek from market, but little do they know there are almost 2 players over towards B mains and 1 over towards first lane. And that's gonna pretty much give them a double kill as Clone gets 1, Clone gets a double. Rafa immediately trades for Bankai, and with the Shark Dart coming in, Knight Rider will end things with Clone putting in 5th round on board for FORCEONE Esports. And Rebellious losing so many rounds in the defending side is a bad sign, mate. Ascent is a defending sided map, and I don't know what Rebellious is lacking, to be honest. Maybe it's just their economy which is constantly stopping them from getting rounds.
Exactly, Rebellious Gaming, they cannot seem to get those skills on board for their side as well. You know, Jackie and Crusher, they're doing a lot of things, but again, keep in mind, they're running an European composition. Bankai is their only duelist, and even he's still in the mid-tables when it comes to the kills. So that just says that, you know, he isn't becoming completely good. His Necrocycle, yeah, completely caught off guard with the Shock Dart in hand. And there goes the run it back from Rafa. Is going to be slowed down. But again, this gives so much information as to where the members of Rebellious are. Clone, yes, he gets 1 kill, but the site has been taken by the attackers, and now they can counter spike. So yet again, in a post-round, Rebellious don't have the people advantage, they don't have the man advantage. The crossfires are being maintained. RVK is just keeping light, and he may be able to land this headshot. Yes, he does. He's looking for more. He hears the reload sound, he lands the headshot, and can he get the 4th? No, he cannot. Clone, in the meanwhile, gets his 3rd. But now in this post-round, I don't think Clone can do much. He has been a good fragger for Rebellious Gaming. But, oh, this is going to be good. Crusher, their top fragger, is now on the board with a Phantom and 100 HP in hand. It can be lethal for FORCEONE. They just need to waste time. It doesn't even have to be about kills, it just is about time. But I think Scargod has other plans. Takes down 1, and Clone is going to be saving his guns. So, round number 6, FORCEONE get it, and Rebellious Gaming, yeah, they have a lot of catching up to do and not a lot of time to do as well, because we are going into round number 9, and very soon the first half will be ending.
That was quite impressive, I would say, from FORCEONE. I mean, FORCEONE, the aim gets most of the job done. Aim is the name of the game for FORCEONE. They're all getting frags all over the map, and RVK being one of the best aimer. I told you, he plays Sentinel. He plays very good with the Sentinel. I am pretty sure that nobody in the country would be as aggressive as RVK with the Sentinel. Like, I have examples of the top teams, but everybody plays decent enough as a Sentinel. But RVK is the only guy in India who absolutely understands the job of a Sentinel. You know, pushing forward, getting those trades, getting the job done for the team. Especially his utility usage is outstanding and impressive. As Clone will be getting the first pick over towards the Knight Rider. Unfortunately, FORCEONE does not have the disadvantage, so you're not going to the resurrection. But I guess Necropsy, he's trying to, you know, tag Scargod, and he's eventually gonna take Scargod down. That is down to a 4v2 situation, all in the hands of Rafa and Shivi right now. Bankai making over towards the market, and now he's peeking out in the mid. But Rafa, I guess they're gonna make their way towards the A-bomb side as the plant will be going down. 1 player down. Rebellious Gaming in a 2v3 situation right now, and Bankai has already reached over towards the heavens, and with that recon, it's going to reveal the positions of a Rafa flashes, Shivi peaks at 3 players, going down, and I guess it's on the hands of Shivi, who gets himself 4 kill, but Rafa, that was a way too early pick, and only if Shivi had more chances of getting the triple kill done, it would have been an easy round for FORCEONE. Although nice try from FORCEONE. Rebellious Gaming finally falling back into their senses and getting the 3rd round on board.
So the good thing for Rebellious is they've understood that as soon as FORCEONE get an opening kill, they seem to push up. And right now, we see on the replay, Knight Rider, he got the opening kill. However, the Sage Wall, the Slow Orbs, the Hunter's Fury prevented them from executing onto the side. And we know time and time again that as soon as the bomb has been planted, as soon as the spike has been planted, there is nothing that, you know, there is nothing that the Rebellious Gaming can do to retake the bomb site. So that's why they're looking to preemptively shut down the execution, as Jackie on our screens right now. 7 till 7 deaths, he has a lot to say, and he has been an influential part of slowing down these executions, playing the Astra, using the gravity well. And yet again, we can see that FORCEONE, they're lining up towards the A bomb site. You've got the lockdown, you've got the cosmic divide. Speaking of the lockdown, it has been used up. I don't know if it's going to be a fake or not. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be a fake. They are rotating back. However, oh, that's 2 kills for StarGod. That's brilliant use of the lockdown. You know, just out of range where the defenders were. And now they execute into the bomb site. The spike has been planted, but all of the attackers are towards A main. They've fallen back. The cosmic divide in this case is going to be helping the Rebellious team, allowing them some map control, allowing Crusher to push up. And yet again, you know, Rebellious, they have the neural theft, and I think they should realize that all of the attackers are there towards A main. The spy cam is there, which is brilliant. There goes the curveball, almost a kill. Clone gets one, the hot hands go, and yeah, FORCEONE are just wasting time. They have the Hunter's Fury unlocked as well. I don't think she's having an aggressive angle at all. There goes the Hunter's Fury. Crusher will be getting a kill onto Rafa, but that is the end of the round. A good force plant played by FORCEONE. 2 members of their survive as they pick up round 7.
Well, looks like nothing is gonna stop FORCEONE Esports from getting their rounds, and I guess FORCEONE Esports, there is a method how they, you know, play the games. FORCEONE takes the rounds as if it belongs to them. It's not like they're taking it out. They know that that round belongs to them, and that's how they execute into the bomb sites. And I guess that's one unique thing about FORCEONE Esports that I want to say. I haven't really told this point regarding any teams, but FORCEONE makes me feels the way. As we can see, it's an eco coming in from Rebellious Gaming. They're probably saving it for the next round. The last second round, this round is going to be a little important. I don't think FORCEONE Esports, they haven't really started getting this round into the favor. Jackie gets tanked down to 66 HP, but don't worry, we've got a stage, we've got your back. Clone have to rotate all the way from B bomb side to A to get that lead down as Rafa. So towards the market, he knows where exactly the circle is standing, or maybe not. And Rafa, with the running back, he will be going forward, but Crusher does have no idea that Rafa's ultimate is just standing behind him. And Crusher will be getting crushed in the market, and Rafa, this time he didn't flash himself, so I'm quite happy about Rafa. He's down to 57 HP though, but things are gonna pretty much end from the hands of Shivi. I would have been really mad at Rafa if he flashed himself again in market. I remember a round where he flashed himself twice in the market.
Yeah, early on it was a bit frustrating, but right now it's only frustrating for Rebellious Gaming. They started off strong, but then the burst came in from FORCEONE, that burst of 6 rounds that helped them secure the lead. And right now, yeah, Rebellious, they cannot seem to get out of the slump. Bunkai has been performing better, ever since we last saw him. He has been getting more and more kills on the board, and as the only duelist, well, you need to do that job even more so on your attack, which we'll be seeing after this round. But now there goes the curveball, the jet dashes away, and he cannot capitalize on that scenario. He needs to fall back, but here's one person who did not choose to fall back. That was Clone. Unfortunately loses his life in Rebellious Gaming. Their hunt for getting information was far too strong. They had to pay the cost early on, but now the fact that they're playing passively, using their utility nicely, means that FORCEONE, they may just be in a bit of a dangerous position. Yep, Bankai with 1 kill. Bankai dies. Knight Rider lands a nice shot, and it all falls down to Sova. The spike will be planted in an instant. FORCEONE are looking fine. And yeah, Rebellious Gaming, during the defense, they always look to get information, especially towards A main and B main. However, in this case, it costed Clone his life. And right now, yes, Knight Rider is the only aggressive one right here inside the bomb site. Necro Psycho, well, the Killjoy has really been lit up for him. 5 HP on Rafa. All he needs to do is dispatch Knight Rider. But both of them have been spotted, and Knight Rider lands another beautiful headshot.
Headshot machine is equal to Knight, and I guess every shot he does is pretty much a headshot. And with the Blade Storm, he just puts down the game. So satisfying for the casters and for the viewers to be watching. The Blade Storm is definitely something that he excels at. And speaking about the score, 93 is going to be your first half, ladies and gentlemen, with FORCEONE Esports taking away the lead in the first half. We have second half ready. Rebellious starting off on the attacking right now. And I guess starting off with the attacking might not be into the favor as FORCEONE Esports. They have set out aggression in the attacking with 9 rounds, and defending, I'm pretty sure they'll have something even better, as we have both the top fraggers right now on the screens. It's Clone versus Cargod. Well, both of them are not really. Certainly one of them is Sentinel and the other one is Controller. Clone with 11 kills, Scargod with 14 kills, 6 deaths, and 4 assists. Mudra 1.1 KD, and Scargod, good job, man. You have been that very important player for the team. And right now, I guess the match is paused due to some technical issues from FORCEONE Esports. Don't worry, we'll be resuming it anytime soon. Right now, and CCV, I want to ask you a question regarding Rebellious Gaming. The first 2 rounds were really outstanding for them, but where do you think it went wrong for Rebellious? At what point did Rebellious stop getting that aggression against FORCEONE Esports? I don't really believe that they have the confidence issues, because first 2 rounds were absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, during the first 2 rounds, both the teams, they won equal guns, right? Frenzies, Ghosts, a Sheriff once or twice, but that's it. After the first 2 rounds, FORCEONE came out with the big guns, the Phantoms, the Vandals, the full armor, the full utility. And that's where Rebellious Gaming, they were just lopsided by so much utility usage, and unfortunately, early on, especially early on, they really started losing their gunfights, and there was no sort of retaliation by any scope of imagination. There's nothing on their side, and they weren't getting those refrags, they weren't getting those early kills as well, and that has lingered on towards the end of the first half. Clone, he has 8 deaths, Jackie 10 deaths, Crusher has died in every single round we have played so far. Meanwhile, for FORCEONE Esports, well, it's only RVK who has died 11 times, but Scargod, Knight Rider 6, Shivi as well on 6 deaths. So that is a major factor. The Rebellious Gaming, they are dying more often, they are not getting a lot of refrags compared to how FORCEONE have been performing good. And at the moment, it looks like our tech issues have been resolved. We will be commencing with the pistol round. Rebellious Gaming, the previous time we saw them in the pistol round, they ended up defeating FORCEONE Esports, and they need this win right now as well. More so because they're already 6 rounds down. Getting 2 rounds and getting a 2-round lead is going to help them neutralize some of the differential that is present at the moment against FORCEONE. From a 9-3, it may just be turned into a 9-5, from which they can try to pull off a comeback. But yeah, by no means is it going to be an easy road. There are a lot of bombs. They have to be careful, and they need to play concise Valorant, because of course they've made their way towards the round of 16s. Why would they be eliminated right now when they're so close to victory for themselves? In the meanwhile, Knight Rider, he has been spotted. The push is right there from England, but Scargod is holding this angle, and he wins the duel. To his aid, you also have Rafa, who is throwing the curveball, sees one, he sees 3 people, has flashed plenty of them. Scargod gets 1 gunfight, but in the hot hands, Rafa can really go for open picks, but no more, says Bankai, as he lands 2 headshots. Everyone on Rebellious is on little HP, and with the exception of Jackie being completely down in the dirt right now, RVK, with the classic in hand, he'll be peeking wide, looking to go for those classic shots. It's a nice crossfire being maintained from RVK and Shivi, and a crossfire that may just pay off, since it's all down to Clone, stuck in a 1v2. And yeah, this was a bit too difficult for Rebellious to handle. Even though Bankai helped them secure the 3 versus 2 man advantage, they could not capitalize off of that. And this time, FORCEONE Esports get their round win.
Well, I guess that's not very impressive. I mean, Rebellious Gaming, they had their best chance and they had their best shot at it. And RVK being one of the very aggressive players, RVK doesn't really care about his HP, CCV. All he wants is just to get the kill, get the job done. I am very... I don't think that it's just RBK playing. I think he has an entire reason behind his play. I see an inspiration when he comes out in the open and gets those shots. As we see that the pistol round has went in favor of FORCEONE. Now it's time for Rebellious Gaming to go for a hard eco, which might give FORCEONE Esports another chance to be getting around. But Jackie gets himself a double kill with the Sheriff. 2 bullets, 2 kills. That's it. We are down to a 3v2 situation with Astra being very low HP. Knight Rider with 72. He absolutely knows what he's doing. But Bankai is gonna get the way cleared out from RVK. And once again, We can see RBK pushing over towards the heaven right now. I have a feeling that it's not going to be a really tough task for RBK to be getting this retake done. I'm pretty sure RBK will be
Yeah.
playing that role properly. He has also set up that turret already, but Shivi, he did not actually
player
see anybody in
standing.
the under heaven, but a bad jump can reveal to us something bad. As Bankai's position has been revealed away and Shivi is trying to walk inside of the bomb site right now with the pulling comes in. Shivi, look back in the side, man. What are you doing right now? You know that there is Bankai. Right now you have a player over towards the shot, and losing that round is gonna put down heavy dents on the economy for FORCEONE Esports, and REBELLIOUS Gaming walking away with 4th round and forced by round from FORCEONE Esports. They snatched that round away from FORCEONE. RVK, only if he had patiently waited till Shivi came into the bomb site and tapped the bomb, I'm pretty sure Bankai should have walked out of the underheaven. This could have been a good way of executing the retake. But sometimes, you know, you get lost in the map.
Let us hunt.
Sometimes you lose map awareness, so it's totally fine. And REBELLIOUS, very well played by Jackie,
Scanning
especially, who got himself multiple kills with that sheriff in his hand. He has got the job done for REBELLIOUS. He's got REBELLIOUS back.
Yeah, Rebellious are looking good, and now it's a full buy versus full buy on both of the teams. They've got good guns, they've got decent guns. FORCEONE in the meanwhile, not the best of guns on their side, mind you, but they can still put it to good use. Bankai in the meanwhile, he has the curveball, he has the flashes, and the run it back as well, of which he will be utilizing. But he is against Rafa, who hasn't been spotted just yet. Just yet, mind you. And Rafa, I don't think he's going to be revealing his location for now, since that was just the run it back. Now that Jackie is present all by himself, this is where Rafa can shine. If only Rafa attempts to peek wide from the subby area. Finally, he does.
Spike down
He gets
A.
one kill before Night Ride and Starboard have been dispatched. But Rafa, no! They were blinded. He could have gotten those kills, but he does get two. That's enough. The curveball goes out. Bank on very little HP. He'll be healing himself. Not peeking wide just yet. They are still kind of on his tail.
standing.
He gets one kill. No, he cannot get the second.
30
RDK
seconds
left
left.
all alone. The spike with him, and the spike is going to be retrieved, which is nice. That was a nice tactic from Siege right there. The spike will also be planted, but FORCEONE, I think, in
Spike
that
planted.
50 round, they've dealt enough damage to Rebellious Gaming. If RVK can pick up one more kill, even though he's on very little HP, I don't think it's going to be happening. If he can get one kill, it would really be helpful for his team. But the slow orbs, oh, look at them. They're dealing their damage, and they're really getting bang for their buck. You know, great value, as RVK has been delayed for a few more seconds, and now he dies dead in the dirt. So Rebellious Gaming, they've got 5 rounds, a potential 6th on the way, not if FORCEONE have to say something about it. And this is where FORCEONE, they were looking strong. This is where the full buy, when the big boy guns came out from their side, that's when FORCEONE shined. And hopefully with the operator in the hands of Knight Rider, they can get round 11, but I feel like Rebellious are on a good track right now.
Yep. Well, looks like after that round, FORCEONE will be having the enough money to be getting the economy stabilized, and this time we have Knight Rider with an operator in his hand, and anyone who peeks down mid will be punished. And there you go, Clone, you were a little too extra for being pushed, you know, for pushing the mid, and there goes the healer down, which puts Rebellious in a little disadvantage as healer has gone down. A man advantage has been given for FORCEONE. Rafa looks like he might want to take an aggressive pick, but with the drone coming in, Rafa might reveal his position away, but Knight Rider has got his back, so there's nothing absolutely that we have to worry about. Knight Rider with the operator, he's over towards the heaven, and he's trying to get the job done. The recon coming down and the cosmic divide. I guess things will be pretty much shut down as Rafa pulls out the curveball at the wrong time. Scargot gets the mid-get trade on towards Jackie. It's a 3v4 situation. FORCEONE Esports with man advantage. The spike is getting planted down, and nobody has absolutely any idea. FORCEONE Esports right now, they have the entire control of the map. I mean, they are in the bomb set, man. There's absolutely nobody from Rebellious who is standing down or sitting down there, but Banka is just looking for a kill right now. If he gets that, it's easy, and Crusher takes RVK down from the other end as they tap the bomb. I guess Scargot will be getting revealed as it's only Knight Rider left in a 1v3 situation. It was a full buy round, and I really don't want Knight Rider to, save this round, or maybe, want to get away with the operator. Looks like he's trying and going in for the triple kill as well, but nope, that was an insane escape as he moves down to the CT and he's going to be saving that operator. Pull out the operator real quick because you've got the Phoenix, and that's a beautiful triple kill. I'm pretty sure this must have, did some damage for Rebellious economy, and so does it apply for FORCEONE. It was their full buy round, man. They shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, considering the fact that there were no ultimates on board for FORCEONE as well, maybe perhaps that's not what they thought. They don't have the information we do as viewers, so that's why maybe they thought that Sova has the Hunter's Fury, Phoenix has the Run It Back, and that's why they were just a bit uncertain to plant the spike. And again, the spike was in a very, very open position, but no one from Rebellious was holding an aggressive angle. All of them were towards A main, from where they needed to peek wide in order to get that kill. As yet again, Rafa, unfortunate, loses his life. Knight Rider is there to get rid of the other Phoenix on board. We are still on equal terms, but both of those kills were a little unnecessary, especially Rafa just going to the ultimate or not being aware of where the opponents are. Clone as well, just holding this angle, and yeah, everyone from Rebellious Gaming, they are taking things slowly. Meanwhile, RVK has pushed up very aggressively. I don't think this is the correct play to make with the Sheriff. Yeah, he falls back, but that could have seriously put his life in danger, especially as a Killjoy, when his job is to slow down the bomb site when the execute is coming in. That didn't happen back then, but yeah, for now he is safe. For now, Rebellious Gaming, they're looking to execute towards A bomb site. Knight Rider still holding the angle. The rotations are in, just slowly making ready. Knight Rider holding the angle, and yet again, he gets rid of Sage. Twice this has happened, and he's looking for the third.
Spike
drops
down
the
A.
spike, the
One
information
enemy
is there.
remaining.
Scargod with the follow-up, and before you know it, it all falls down to Sova. 1v3 against
30
opponents
seconds
who
left.
have the ultimates, Necro. Yeah, he has the Hunter's Fury. He also has 60 HP only, so he better make the most out of this Vandal. As 20 seconds remain, he doesn't know RVK is right behind him.
Yeah.
And RVK isn't moving from that angle. He is not.
Yep.
Oh, now he peeks
There
and
you
yeah,
go.
he confirms that kill. That's it.
As sneaky as a ninja, RVK gets the title over there. I'm pretty sure he might be looking as colorful, but I guess he has got something, as he has got a dark play compared to his teammates, man. I mean, doesn't he get scared being a Killjoy and being a Sentinel? He gets be so aggressive. Right now he's sitting down on third top fragger for his team, 16 kills and 11th round on board for FORCEONE Esports. All they need is just
I need this.
a round more to make their way into round of 8. And just one more round for the match point as Knight Rider, he updrafts, gets a beautiful headshot, and now he gets back as the resurrection might be coming anytime soon right now. Knight Rider moving back, Shivi, both of them will be putting off over towards the A-bomb side as we can see a switch coming in between Shivi and Knight Rider. Looks like Shivi was over the B-bomb site, and RBK putting down the lockdown will be pushing away Rebellious Gaming away from B means, and looks like Crusher might have a good shot, and there you go. Crusher takes him down, drops the hats, the event, oh my god, the turnover of events is really crazy because the positions of all the players from FORCEONE have been revealed away with equal number of players alive from both of the teams, which is only going to be an advantageous round for Rebellious Gaming, but unfortunately they are on their eco. I'm not really expecting much from them.
Yeah, FORCEONE Esports, they have the better guns. However, this push is really looking quite strong, and Knight Rider all alone towards CD. He may get one kill. Yeah, he drops the spike as well, and we have Shivi playing in the boathouse. So this is a good crossfire being maintained. I don't think anyone is aware of Shivi right here, and for that reason, yeah, he spots Clone, trying to go for the kill, but completely being lopsided by the Classic, and as the Vandal comes to the rescue, the spike is still in the hands of the members of FORCEONE, but not anymore. Bankai lands the headshot. You have the resurrection as well. The spike will be planted. Rafa on 46 HP. Gets one. Spots the Cypher, but had the Blaze Wall in his hand. And 50 round for Rebellious Gaming. Mind you, they'll be going back with 3 3 rifles, Phantoms and Vandals. As FORCEONE, well, their economy is struggling right now. They just won a single round. That was it. Previously, they had been losing 3 rounds, and the problem is because because the side of FORCEONE, they won that round, their loss bonus is now completely gone. It's back to the default 1900 credits when you win a single round and when you lose a single round, and that's the problem. They cannot afford a full buy. This buy is really weird. You've got one Vandal, one Operator, and then Sheriffs and Frenzies. So Knight Rider, he needs to make the most out of this scenario as RVK peaks wide, but yeah, everyone losing their life, and I gotta say, another round going in favor of Rebellious Gaming. This is looking good.
Yes, it's looking more than good, I would say, with FORCEONE Esports. Only on the tough side, I would say. Players left for them, and I guess we will be getting trapped. And absolutely, that was an impressive kill on towards Cologne. I guess it's going to be an eco round, and Rebellious Gaming, they will be backing away from the bomb site. And Jackie right now is pretty much going to back off from the A bomb site. Oh, is FORCEONE actually going in for a save? Yes, they are going in for a save with Shivi and Knight Rider.
Yep, it looks like, yeah, they are going for a save. Nothing much they can do in this 2v4. And for that reason, yeah, they're just falling back. They don't want to do a lot. They want to play passively, and that's about it. So at the moment, Rebellious Gaming, they are on the better path. 8-11 the score will be. They have the better guns. FORCEONE have saved up all their guns, and now they can attempt a full buy, which they need to win. The score is 8-11. Mind you, anyone in the audience watching, if FORCEONE lose this,
Yeah.
not only will it be a 9-11, but their economy will be in shambles. It will be in the gutter. They'll need a miracle to help them back. And for that reason, yeah,
Yes.
all the more reason that Rebellious Gaming need to win. They've got the Hunter's Fury, they've got the better guns, but now they need to put up more kills on board as well. And speaking of kills, well, here are
Yes.
two people who have been fragging out of their mind. Bunkai with 18 and Knight Rider with 21.
Well, Knight Rider, he always has a method to how to execute things. He always has a method to his madness, and Clone pulling up the Operator. Oh, it has been such a long time I see Sage picking up the Operator. Previously, when the game launched, Sage was supposed to be the ideal operators and oppos for the team. Looks like Rebellious Gaming is just reminding me some things way back in the time a year ago. It's been a year since Valorant released. I literally feel like Valorant has been here for a long time, and Rafa is going to be getting another flash down. Unfortunately, he won't be getting a kill. He's going to in turn heal himself with a curve wall. FORCEONE Esports, if they get the entry over towards Rebellious Gaming, it can be really a nice round. They might actually be getting the match point, but Cleon managed to get Shivi down. That is the Sova going down, the Intel Operator going down right now. Knight Rider is looking in for more kills. He has an Operator around in his hands, and RVK holding the B-bomb side. Alone himself is going to be spotting out Bankai, but Bankai is going to be putting an
30
immediate
seconds left.
headshot on towards RVK, putting
Spike planted.
things alone for FORCEONE Esports in a 3v4 situation, and Rafa is over towards the CT. Knight Rider with an Operator. Looks like it's another save for FORCEONE Esports. Yep. I mean, they can try. There's no harm in trying.
Yeah, they absolutely. FORCEONE, they can try, but I'm not sure. I think they are not willing to gamble all of their guns they have, especially the Vandal and of course the Operator as well. An expensive gun and a gun that they obviously cannot afford if Knight Rider dies and it won't be retrieved. So keeping in mind, yeah, 9-11, FORCEONE, I think in the next round they can still attempt for a full buy. However, the chances are slim, the margins are rising, Rebellious Gaming are on their tail. The thing is, all FORCEONE essentially need is one round, and that's it. As Knight Rider picks up one kill, he missed his shot early on towards Bankai, but he still gets a kill, and that's fine. But yeah, look at the side of Rebellious Gaming. It doesn't matter to them, one kill or 5. Their economy is looking good. But before you know it, all FORCEONE really need is a single round on board, and this is where the economy starts to not matter that much. It more or less comes down to you need to keep on winning and winning and winning. There is no other way other than that.
Indeed, I totally agree on you. And FORCEONE Esports, This is the only round that they can afford to go for a full buy, and if they lose this one, Rebellious will be putting 10th round on board. That means it is a threat to FORCEONE Esports indirectly. Clone is gonna peek over towards the shot, and look at Knight Rider. He's instantly gonna back off. Knight Rider getting scared because of Clone, and now Clone definitely did make a name for himself with an operator, as Bunka is the guy who's waiting outside the Yearlongs, and he will be the first one getting a contact in towards the bomb site, as Kargot will be putting that cosmic divide. Rafa gets concussed, but not a problem. We've got your back, and Rafa will be sitting in the corner. This is a headshot from Bunkai. Rafa shouldn't really be playing in that position, but Shigi managed to get a kill. Oh, that was actually a cosmic divide coming in from the opponents, as Necropsy is trying to get the spike planted down, but little does he knows Shigi already has got his position, and now that he will be putting out an undisputed Scargot gets traded. It's a 3v3 situation, everything in hand, and nobody absolutely will be expecting RVK to be playing in such a position. Cypher gets one, maybe another one, but Necropsy will be taking RVK down, putting it to a 2v2 situation. Necropsy is going to be getting the spike planted down. It's going to be a really hard time to retake, as Necropsy has Hunter's Fury ready. So if Necropsy goes ahead and puts down the Hunter's Fury when the spike gets even tapped, I guess that's going to be a difficult job. As Clone spots Knight Rider out, puts a headshot, and it's all in the hands of Shivi right now. He gets one. It's all in the hands of Shivi. He gets it down, and the easy match point coming in from FORCEONE Esports. Shivi, oh my god, absolutely played like a Soba god right there, outplayed. And he'll be putting that operator into his hands, and will be dropping it to Knight Rider, of course.
Match point.
Wow, that was such an insane round coming in from Shivi. I least expected that Shivi would do it, but his aim is too crisp against Clone.
All right now, Shivi really putting up to the board as FORCEONE Esports. Yeah, they have a decent enough buy, 2 Spectres on board, not the best outcome, but more importantly, all they need is one more round. Exactly the situation that was there with Samurai Esports early on against Team Miracles. Team Miracles were on their hunt, however, all Samurai needed was a single round, and that's exactly what's happening with FORCEONE as well. Right now, being a bit aggressive towards A main, peeking with a curveball, throwing it. I think they're just looking for kills, and they're just looking for potential guns as well, because Scargod, he only has the Spectre in hand, which is not the best. Knight Rider in the meanwhile with Heaven, he spots a kill, and he gets the kill onto Bankai. So the man advantage with with FORCEONE Esports, it is going to be Rebellious Gaming, who are looking to get mid control. Cypher is pushing up nicely, but against him is going to be another Sentinel. Crusher with the Phantom needs to be careful. Check your angle, clear the pie as Jackie peeks right to 3 kills. Swagger wins the duel as RBK gets another headshot, and this may just be it. It all falls down to Clone. He has been getting a lot of kills, has the AWP in hand, has the classic, but there it is. One operator wielder getting rid of another, one up and coming team getting rid of another. Rebellious Gaming, unfortunately, their journey comes to an end as FORCEONE Esports moves to round of 8.
Well, that was quite an unexpected moment for Rebellious Gaming, although they did try their level best and FORCEONE. What a victory. They truly deserve that victory, to be honest. And as I expected that FORCEONE might be giving away a round or two for Rebellious, but end of the day, they are going to be the winners. And I'm pretty sure that they have made their name shine bright like a diamond over there. And congratulations for FORCEONE Esports for qualifying into the round of 8. And interestingly, we have finished the second day of round of 16, and wow, that was a crazy day. Today we had Velocity, we had Samurai, and we have FORCEONE Esports at the end of the day, and each and every one of them made quite an absolute beautiful matches. As we finished all 3 matches, I am looking for the MVP screen, to be honest. I am definitely expecting Scar God or maybe Shivi coming in from the side of FORCEONE Esports. And absolutely, speaking about Rebellious, that's Cologne. This man is absolutely not scared at all, just like RVK. He's a sage, he picks up the operator. He has definitely deleted a Knight Rider. You remember the round where Knight Rider got taken down with the operator? He actually spotted Clone on top mid. but he came back. He did not take the peak. He came back. He went to the shot, and then eventually went to the heaven. So scaring off opponents and not letting them peak to you is something comes with experience and a lot of efforts being put into the game. And Clone, you've done a great job. As we have the MVP ready, I'm looking forward who might be the MVP. And it's actually not it's not actually Scar God or Shivi. It's actually Knight Rider with 26 kills. We had two players hitting down with 26 kills today in all of the games. So we had Right to Ace with 18. We had Excali with 26. That was impressive. And we have Bankai from Team Rebellious Gaming with 20 kills, 1.3 KD, and 252 AC as well. What impresses me is the kill death ratio of Knight Rider with 335 ACS and 2.2 KD. That's the second highest we had today.
Yeah, being on the front line of the attack and of all of your executions as well as a duelist, as a jet, you are expected to die a lot. Your role isn't someone who survives till the end of round. Usually, you're someone who picks up a lot of kills and then unfortunately dies, but in doing so allows your teammates to get into good positions. Even after all of that, the fact that Knight Rider is maintaining such a good kill death ratio and has so many kills on board as well. Today wasn't the best day for Rafa, unfortunately. Only 8 kills out of like 22 rounds. Wasn't the best performance, but thankfully Knight Rider and Scar God and also RVK, all of them were there to put up with the fight and to make sure that their team didn't lose a lot of gunfights. As on the side of Rebellious Gaming as well, we have a few more consistent performances. 20 kills for Bankai. Clone as well was really performing good for a Sentinel, with the operator and all that. Jackie Crusher, even Necro Psycho, who we have seen frag out a lot. In this case as well, he had a bit of an off day, but still, unfortunate for Rebellious Gaming. Amazing performance all around, yet they have to taste defeat as they will be outed from qualifier number 3. They still have qualifier number 4, so make sure they keep preparing for that. Make sure that they stay on track. They counter strat their opponents and they come back stronger and better, because exactly what we saw from Team Miracles, we can see from Rebellious Gaming as well. We can see a lot of potential. However, they just need to harness all that power and put it in their game, end up winning, and who knows what their performance will be next time. As for now, FORCEONE Esports, they'll be moving into the lands of best of threes. They'll be securing a place for themselves with their fellow teams that have been participating. All of the matches, we'll bring them on the front of our screens right now to have a quick look, how a recap has been, because a lot of games were played today. We had insane matches, we had like close games, but then we had one-sided games as well.
Yes, we did have one sided game. That was just the Velocity Gaming against Black Bulls. We entirely shut them off 13-1. That was quite a really beautiful game, I would say. And this last two matches of the day have been really crazy. We almost brought it down to such a close note. We had a really crazy fight going against Rebellious Gaming and Samurai Esports against Team Miracles. Of course, that was that one match where I totally didn't expect the Team Miracles would go ahead and put up such a good performance. I guess with that said and done, we have finished our all the 3 matches. We had Velocity 13-1, Samurai 13-8 against Miracles, and FORCEONE 13-9 against Team. I just forgot the last thing we had against the Rebellious. With that said and done, I guess we are done with all the 3 matches. There's nothing much I would like to talk about, but I'm just really excited about the last set of matches we have left in round of 16. That will be tomorrow. All the best of ones will be happening, guys. The schedule will be shortly updated on our Instagram. So I guess you should go ahead and follow us on our Instagram, esports.in. And don't forget to subscribe to Esports YouTube channel, because if you miss the match, don't worry. We upload the highlights of every single match by the end of the day on YouTube channel and on Instagram. And also huge shout out to Josh App and Hell Energy Drink for making us casters even more energetic and being a part of esports and sponsoring. That's a huge thing to do. Huge shout out to esports.in for bringing all the production work, all the dedication and work in the back end. We are the casters, but we have a whole group going back behind us who are taking care of everything. And of course, thank you to each and everybody who joined the stream, and I hope you liked the stream as well. And we're about to hit 16k. And I guess that's very close. We are, I think when the stream started, it was 15.7k subscribers. So I hope you guys are subscribing before you leave. And of course, I'm really happy to have CCV beside me as a co-caster. He has been such a great analyst so far. You can also find us on our Instagram. I'm Tanvi Jasmine FTW on Instagram, and he is the real CCV. So I guess that's it. We are done with the second day of round of 16. Me and CCV are signing off right now, and we will see you tomorrow with the last day going live.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आ जा।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
Want to see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।
Wanna see something hot? क्या तुम्हारे ठुमके में है मेरे वाला दम? जोश पर आए, अपना ठुमका लगा दुनिया हिला चैलेंज अपलोड करें और हर हफ्ते जीतें 25 लाख तक के इनाम।
There was a time when I drank coffee. Lots of it. That time is long gone. I switched because I like to keep up with the new trend. Energy, taste, power. What else do you need? For me, it's enough. Hell energy.
ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे फनी वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा। ये है होश। ये है जोश। ऐसे ही ढेर सारे रोमांटिक और क्यूट वीडियोस के लिए जोश में आजा।